I did, in fact, graduate walking and chewing gum school. It was just with a 2.0 GPA.
Oh.
So proud of you.
I know Declan and Ty heard this. I don't know if you heard this tattoo. So here's what I am offering to everyone. I'm stealing the rules for ship combat from Starfinder.
Yeah.
So, and we're going to, in the space of the piloting skill, because the piloting skill is used for a ton of ship stuff in Starfinder ship combat, there's going to be, like... Can I look at the skill list real quick?
And you could just have, like, profession, sailor, or whatever it is.
This is the wrong one. I'm just dumb. My bad.
It's going to be, like, ship lore.
Can I use profession, sailor?
There is no profession skill.
There is a certain thing.
The only 2 open slots are lore.
Well, then, can sailor lore work?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Ship or sailor lore. If you have any...
Oh, if you'd like to use those index cards tattoo, you can do what I did if you feel so inclined.
Yeah, feel free to replace any one of your skills if you would like to take ship lore instead.
Here's yours.
Thank you.
But there's not really a way to gain more skills later other than taking feats for it. That's why she mentions it.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. It's 100 coppers to a gold, right?
It's 10 actually. It's 10 copper to a
No.
silver, 10 silver to a gold, and 10 gold to a platinum.
I don't know.
So it'd be
So
100 coppers.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Where the bloody Blarney fuck? There they are.
Yes, it would be 100 copper to a gold.
Oh, hell.
Cat sound.
Buying certain adventuring
Playing
gears
an
is
invisible
gonna be
trumpet.
annoying.
Trumpet sound.
So I want flint and steel. Fucking, I'm buying one of these adventuring packs and nothing else.
Remember to track your bulk.
Track your bulk lots. It'll help
What the
you
hell's
stay
an
light.
adventurer's pack here?
You okay?
I don't know anything.
Why don't you know anything? What's wrong?
I am a small dumb child.
What's wrong?
Yeah, what's wrong, man? I can help you out.
I don't know if I calculated. I was in the process of calculating my gold, and because I was doing a thing. I was finishing a thing, and I don't think I
Got it.
finished
Just
it.
do what I did and forget to calculate the rest of your gold and just not have it.
I don't want to do that though.
If I really need shit, I'll start pilfering.
Alright, I'm gonna be gradually writing this down.
So I got 15. and then
There are
there's,
4 of us, so we have 4 house dice. That's your sheet. I was like, what the hell is this? That's 5e. You grabbed the 5e sheet, Haley. Good job. You managed to find the one that was branded Dungeons and Dragons. This is what you're looking for, right here. I can tell how hard you looked for it, considering it was in the stack of DM screens, of which we only have 4. And 2 of them are labeled Pathfinders, so there was only a 50% chance of you being wrong in the event that you paid attention. Mission accomplished.
All I
fail.
could see was one bit of the art. Please stop being so mean to me.
I don't know how.
Okay, it's fine. Your character will just suffer instead.
I want to wear this man's clothes.
How nice do I have to be to get preferential treatment?
Well, I don't know.
Do I have to start being nice to Cora? Because if if that's the case, I'm here to tell you,
James, it's okay.
I will probably be fucked.
That's okay.
Holy shit, I got a bunch of stuff.
Speaking of Cora, I do need dice.
I don't.
I do need dice though. Please give me those.
Where are they?
I believe Ty has all of my dice next to him.
One of my dice is missing.
Also,
Do you need the
whose
ice
metallic
ones?
dice are these?
Ow.
These ones, the blue ones?
Yeah, the ice
I
ones.
think
Just
those
give me
are
all of them.
Matt's, because Matt was the last person behind that screen.
I believe these
Color
are.
are they?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, those are mats.
Okay.
I am
they look
missing 2
familiar.
of my dice. I am missing my orange percentile and my purple d4. Now my purple d4 is partially melted because it stood next to a lantern too closely one day.
Thank you.
And then also, these are yours, aren't they?
Ooh,
what? Yes, yes, they are.
Oh, that's Jace.
It's Jas.
Can you hand me Can you hand me?
Oh wait, no,
my
that's
phone?
Elsie.
Yeah, that's Elsie.
That's-
Where's
3.
Jace? Here he is. His magnificent buttock.
There he is.
I s-
Ass man.
I still can't believe you gave him just an amazing butt.
7.
Of course I did.
Because he is vain enough to shapeshift to have an amazing butt.
Naturally.
Just gonna use my
Slider.
old,
Zoop.
Yes,
my
that's
old
exactly what I
bronze
did.
miniature over here.
Because it's not a
So
bad
I've
model
used
for
10.
it.
I have 5.
There.
So,
I gave Castor a moderate and reasonable ass. Him, I just went all out with.
Got
Thank you
this-
for
got
not
it.
giving Castor a Hank Hill.
Alright, I
Whoa.
have successfully tracked everything.
My ass.
so
Told you it wouldn't take too long. You can have your book back now.
Can I borrow that, please?
What do you need
cannot have
for?
the book
I
back
need to
now.
check the price of the sorcerer's gear.
well,
Right.
I will wait for you to finish that. In the meantime, I will just situate myself.
I want a not shitty pencil. I hate these.
Gear.
There should be one over there. Here it is.
Take it.
I've been using this to do tape deck work all week.
Also, don't worry, Amy, you're fine. I will not let anything color my fairness in how I treat all of your characters.
That's not what I asked. I asked specifically for preferential treatment.
There's no preferential treatment here.
Make Galahad love me.
Oh, wait
Alright,
a minute.
well,
There's more of your dice over here.
I'm sorry, but
Rip.
I can't make you a better parent.
Also can't make you guys not die, so like... I'm pretty sure that's part of what has upset Galahad, so...
Wow, that for real hurt, by the way.
Sorry.
Yeah, you've been for real hurting all fucking week.
I have.
Alright, guys,
It's
just
not
a quick
funny.
note, my mom made some caramel apple cupcakes if you're interested in trying any of those.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
They're
sorry if
great.
it's gotten annoying, Ty.
They sound great.
Oh, I don't have to live with it or be around it very much.
Anyways,
It had just occurred to me that I never put Deja in Spell
That's the
Tracker,
sound
but
for
then
a
it
mix
additionally
between
occurred to me that this is Pathfinder 2. It doesn't
Uh-huh.
fucking matter. And that also means I have to track my spells manually, which sucks.
You're a sorcerer, you have like none.
Yeah, but I have to track the number of spells I've used manually. Every time I cast a spell, I gotta put a fucking tally down or something.
I mean, you're a first
That's
level
what it
spellcaster, you could just use a calculator. That's not gonna work indefinitely, but I'm sure by the time it doesn't, you'll have an app for it.
What's 13.3? Little Crows and Associates back again. Wait, what's it weigh?
Not much.
An L.
Yeah, night
Yeah,
shift's, night
who
shift's
weighs
easy.
an L? That's nice.
It takes 10 light items to make one bulk. If you have less than 10, it does not round up.
That fucking... Go back to the pack thing. I forgot to write something down.
But I'm ready to go whenever.
What are you looking for, bud?
Way too
Fighter
already.
pack, grappling hook. Oh, just a sheath. Okay. I apparently have a dagger and a sheath for it, but I don't care about it. That pack came with a dagger, and I couldn't care less.
I'll take it.
No, the sheath is for your weapon.
Yes, but it says right there, dagger.
Yeah, weapon, dagger, gear, adventurer's pack, grappling hook, sheath, options, greatsword, longbow, 20 arrows, or longsword, and steel shield.
Yeah, I don't need any of those things. I've already purchased my weapon, so it comes with a dagger I don't need.
okay, so
You can always have a spare dagger. It's easier to hide a dagger than a sword.
true. And
I've got a
having
feed for that.
having a knife on you is never a bad idea.
Correct.
Yeah, you're not really going to do a very good job, like, doing general cutlery with a sword.
Certainly try, though. I'll be impressed if you can manage it.
Let me just.
Ty, out of spite, throws the sword on the table and Deja cuts a steak with her long sword.
You see her skinning a fucking cow.
You know, that's baby shit. Here, you know what would be very impressive. You take your sword, right? You have bread here. You just
Butter the
very
bread.
carefully
Butter
get
the
a
bread
bit of
from-
butter and then butter your butter.
No, you see
Tactical
what you do is you have to
buttering.
use it like a paring knife to make a rose out of an apple.
Hey, do any of you guys want some bread, like, with your breakfast? Sure, I'll take some. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. There you go,
Thanks.
guys.
Now I have
Alright.
your sword oil on my fucking bread,
Alright,
you
Leonardo.
bitch.
It's olive oil this time. It's okay.
Yeah, just use olive oil. There you go.
Oh, no.
You like corroded metal?
No.
It's easy. It's so
Twerk, we just sat down. Where's your food?
All right.
What do you mean?
Now I'm gonna starve.
All right, everyone. So, as this is a new campaign, And I know at this point it's been a while. You all probably know each other's characters, but just for consistency's sake, before we start our little game. What happened? It like exploded.
Fucker opened it upside down.
Oh, so did you like?
I thought somehow in my mind that going like this was gonna be okay as long as I didn't do this. If I take the top off and not the bottom off, gravity doesn't work right,
Tyler, you
guys.
smooth brain son of a bitch, I hate you.
I got Pillsbury brain today, ladies and gents.
You got enough sleep there, brother.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna get a drink real quick.
No, you're not. I am.
Oh, I don't want to have to move forward and backwards like 9 times. I'm in a tight
I'm gonna
spot.
take this opportunity to go use the bathroom.
I got my titties right up against the thing.
I got table tits.
No, it's Richard.
Yeah, even with the table, I'm not that much bustier.
That's unfortunate. You'll get there.
It's just not a trick.
No, no,
It was Kool-Aid like and it wasn't
no.
fucking unsweet.
No, go ahead.
I,
We're only recording this all. Go ahead.
See?
I am less endowed in the chest region than certain people at this table.
Maybe?
Well, not this table right now specifically.
I believe it's orange juice. What?
I don't know if it came across this way, but when I was learning the backstory for Asia, I was like, I don't fully know how it's happened.
Yeah,
Alright, we're good.
People.
you're great. You're lovely.
Thank you.
Excellent company.
Put her to sleep, LMAO.
I'm just gonna tie this into my hair while I wait.
Yeah, that's fair.
There we go, and there we go, and now she's there for good.
Got that.
Okay, good. That's what I like to hear.
Would I count my
We're just rolling with the
my staff into my bolt?
Since this came up with that.
Would I count my staff into my bolt?
Alright, there it is.
I need to buy the staff.
Hi.
I came up with a temporary name that I didn't intend to be permanent when I was writing her backstory, and now it's permanent.
I'm intrigued.
Where do you get that?
In the refrigerator.
Is that Sunny D?
It didn't
No,
say Sunny D.
it's orange juice.
No, it's the purple stuff.
Soda, OJ, purple stuff. 2 kinds of Sunny D.
Pickle surprise!
Oh no.
Alright, but that one kid was eyeing the purple stuff.
Fucking beetroot?
You
You
want
want fucking beetroot on your burger?
I want that purple
Ingredients.
stuff. I want that purple stuff.
I want a state of ingredients.
I want to become ingredients.
I want a state of sheer nirvana.
I want to experience ingredients.
There it is. I just picked that up the other day while nothing was happening for me on Sunday, and I use this now. This is one of the D20s I roll.
Here's one of my 3. This is the one that hurts Haley the most.
I've got these 2, and I've got 5 more in the bag.
Oh goodness.
This
I
is
have metal ones in the bag of shame.
There is the bag of shame.
this is the one that hurts Haley the least.
You should use that one.
Because that's the one you roll as
I
text.
hoard like a
no,
true
this is the one I
goblin.
roll the least. I roll this one all the time.
I've also got some pretty nice looking ones in there.
Well, it's not going to be
Oh,
hurting Haley
wow.
today.
Oh,
Gold.
the shame bag has some gorgeous pieces. It's just
Shameful.
shameful.
Anyways, so I would like everyone to go around the table and introduce your character and whatever else you might want to say about them.
You guys fucking trick me into an intervention
I have to
again.
go all the way around the table? Like a
How
lap?
many lads? Like,
You're very funny, Tyler. I don't know if anyone tells you this. You're very.
Oh,
epic.
absolutely no one tells me I'm funny. Except my mom.
my man thinks I'm handsome.
You are actually funny, but in this circumstance, you're very epic, dude.
That is
Ooh.
super.
Ooh.
Bazinga.
Ibn. Alright, so it's Alcoholics Anonymous. We're gonna introduce ourselves. What's up?
Yeah, who are we starting with? Are we starting with the most to least epic? Because if that's so, my name is Ty and I'm playing Deja.
Do you have a last name? Would you like to say anything?
I
else?
haven't figured one out yet, but god damn it, I will.
My name
I was just
Deja, not a
gonna
name.
use the last name of whatever family she worked for, but then I was like, nah, that seems like it might be kind of cheap, so I haven't thought of one yet.
It would be mighty presumptuous of you to take their name.
Yep.
Name and address withheld.
You could give your
Especially
first
considering the
name.
circumstances she left on.
Well, you could give your first name and then say of the house of.
That would also be presumptuous for reasons you'll discover very shortly.
I'm just saying, like, because that would be how you would address yourself if you came from, like, if you were a servant of the noble house.
Suffice to say, I haven't thought of a last name yet.
Redacted.
Continue.
Butt cheek.
So,
sluts.
what are you? Who is Deja? What are they?
Hoomst Yoops.
Deja made her living as a sellsword type of mercenary who did things like defend rich nobles who didn't know how to swing a sword right, or escort caravans of merchandise to ensure they arrived properly to their destination, didn't get raided and such. And she eventually found herself under the employ of a very powerful family who was bodyguarding their daughter, and then things went awry. And that's all I really will say at the current moment.
Is there no daughter anymore?
Maybe.
So, are they? So okay. So it's
She's,
Deja, and they're a 12-foot tall kobold.
Listen! Holy shit! I haven't done first session in a while.
I think you call that a drake.
Yeah, that's
Lizard.
actually that's a
Lizard.
small drake. Yeah.
What you got there
Or
is
a
your
large
average lizard folk.
dragonborn.
Yeah, or a large dragonborn.
It's your average lizard folk.
Deja is 5'7". She's got like kind of a mixed complexion, and the picture I sent in the chat of Denitha Capuchin from Magic the Gathering is not a far cry from her. She's got like the sides of her head shaven, and then the top is back in like a ponytail.
Nice.
She's got some studded leather armor currently that's dyed like mostly black and gray. She's got a bastard sword on her hip.
That's pretty sick. I'm into it.
All right.
She looks weathered. She looks like she's traveled quite a bit.
Looks like a piece of beef jerky.
And
Not
then
quite that old.
If we're going from most to least epic.
I already went, so you can't. You have to go next.
Right, I can go next. That's fine. I'll take second fiddle. I get to be Tex on Sundays.
You're almost the most epic, but you're not quite.
I am playing Emerald. I am a 5'1" elf. I am very small. She has red hair and green eyes. She doesn't talk much about her past other than that her dad was a dwarf. She drinks a lot. She, like, basically, whenever we dock at port, her first response is, "Alright, it's time to go drinking."
Text plus.
I did not say Deja's a human, by the way. Sorry.
Other than that, she keeps this chest on her that she has killed people for less than looking at it. And it is locked.
It's just a whole ass chest.
Yes,
like a
it's
full
literally
big one.
like a chest like this
Trunk.
big. Like it's a small trunk that she keeps on her back.
Oh, so it has like straps so it could be carried like a backpack.
Right,
Jeez.
because she doesn't carry with her any adventuring supplies.
Okay,
She
I
has-
was about to say like you just fucking walk around like a
No.
mover all the time.
No. She keeps this trunk on her back. She doesn't really carry a backpack. She's got her weapon on her and her armor, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
How we missed
Tattoo.
this?
I don't know, because I saw that earlier, and I was like, man.
What are you playing?
Oh, one more thing. She's also
What?
super nice.
Oh, and one more thing.
Would you prefer Declan to go next?
One more thing.
Okay, Declan.
How does this work? What do I state? Other than just my character?
The
Uh,
information
first-
you want, just kind of general information.
You need to tell us the number of butt cheeks to her paths.
So okay.
They don't have to be attached.
Yeah, they
Actually-
don't have to be hers.
No, so here's what you do, Declan. Here's what you do, Declan.
Is there a butt bandage afoot?
Put the butt meat in the butt receptacle to
Where's
raise
the-
the portcullis.
Where's the rag so we can dry off the?
I'm gonna
back?
take a slice of that butt.
Do I just go get a different one?
No, we had one. Is it under your folder over there?
Take a slice of ass cheek.
Just go for like
It is
name,
not.
general appearance,
I'll
general
get one.
backstory.
Yeah, actually, no. What you need to do is you need to go get your parents' credit. You need to go get your parents' credit card.
Listen,
Credit card
listen
number.
here.
The full
Listen,
thing.
Here's John
attention,
Wick.
attention,
All
all
Fortnite.
Pathfinder gamers.
John Wick is in
John
Galarian and he needs your help.
John Wick is lost on the elemental plane of fire.
Jonathan
And he needs
Wickman.
your help.
Has
John
anyone
Wick.
seen that the John Wick wiki is called the John Wiki?
Oh
Yes!
my god. Damn it.
That's awesome. Okay.
That's
okay.
wonderful.
Character introduction.
Yes.
Introduction.
I am playing a goblin named Twerp. That is not her actual name. She does not remember her actual name, as for most of her life, she only spoke goblin.
For most of her life, she has been drunk.
Wrong. So
I'm gonna need a paper towel also, because this is a very wet rag.
So
Just,
So you
Keep
can
going.
continue, Declan, you're good.
So for most of her life, she spoke Goblin, and the whole thing behind her name now was as she grew up on the streets by herself. So as she kind of came into learning Common / parentheses English, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
She started
that a
naming
yes from
the
you?
things she owned and herself just by what she was called, and yes, please. Being a 3'2" goblin, she was often called Twerp, and that is just kind of what she took to. She wasn't always the rough and tumble criminal she takes herself as now. She actually grew up in a small town with her mother, but she doesn't like to talk about that a lot. Other than that, she's obsessed with gold. Whether or not that entails eating it, I'll let you guys find out. She likes knives and has never carried more than she needs.
How many do you need?
No, that was just a general statement.
Two knives as of current.
I was about to say, like, what I hoped your answer would be enough.
Enough, yeah.
She's not Asher. She doesn't just
You
all
clearly
of her
do not
equipment.
know what it's like to collect knives. If your answer for any amount of knives is enough.
Man,
Hey, Amy, how many weird eclectic hobbies do you have? Enough.
95%
Okay, that's
of
fair. I'll give you
Asher's
that one.
carry weight was just daggers.
So, Tattoo, I realized one. Wonderful. I love it. Please talk to me more. I want to know about I want to know about.
Oh, I've got a
Turks
whole backstory that I still need to type up and send to you.
Okay.
It'll be to
Yeah.
you sometime.
My name is
I
Twerky.
just realized there was something very critical I
Portuguese.
forgot to give you.
Oh.
So,
If it's
Is-
information, message it to me.
okay, so, no, I'm just gonna ask one thing. Is there a god I forgot to name?
No, we're good with what we got for now.
For now.
Cool. I can give you a name. It's right here in front of me. I forgot to tell you, though.
God, you
You
lock.
can message it to me.
My name is
Deity of fuck.
My name is Godmus.
Alright. Yeah.
I mean,
It
with
is
that
so.
kind of a name, how couldn't he?
Hello, yes, my name is Penis Brand.
So we've got Sellsword.
Oh yeah, I'm a bard.
We've got Sellsword. We've
Rogue.
got criminal rogue. We've got tits.
Actually, she's very nearly flat-chested. And yes, she is stereotypically anime upset about it.
Is there
Oh,
is
man.
there is there a titty among us? Because Twerp is flat as well.
Shit. So is Deja.
Ah yes,
This is gonna be the most interesting girls' night out ever.
yes, the Tittless 3.
Not a
We get
si-
mistaken for three men.
not a single one of us is gonna be able to carry our
Okay,
beverage
listen.
on our chest.
Listen, I'll be damned in all nine hells when Twerp is mistaken for anything but a monster. What is that?
Deja actually could relatively easily be mistaken for a man. Probably mostly from behind. She's got like feminine facial features and
Actually,
stuff.
chest notwithstanding, unless I was completely covered in armor head to toe, that'd almost be impossible. Because she's got like super long hair and like,
She's got
super unnaturally soft skin. Yeah, she's like any elf in Tolkien fantasy.
Yeah, Deja's top hair is in like braided rows, and her side hair is shaven.
Yeah.
From behind, it's like, oh hey man, where do you? Never mind.
It's such a great look.
We'll talk more about stuff. I've just been pretty lackadaisical about my preparation. I'm gonna be honest. I've been scatterbrained a lot.
That's fair.
Those terrifying.
Can I have a piece of that sausage?
Sure. There you go.
Now that means that Emerald isn't allowed
Would
to
you
die
care
this
for a piece
session.
of Havarti?
Every session that you will receive an offering, the Emerald can't die that session.
Well, you know.
This boy likes his cheese.
So Tattoo,
Well, he's Nordic
Please.
as fuck looking, so...
please introduce your character.
I'm
Introduce
every
us to
fat
the...
Celt.
John Buttcheek.
Herald of... Sir Broth of Worst.
Sir Brought of the Worst.
I am playing a sorcerer, or sorceress rather, of angelic descent, divine power. I am inundated in the church. I've been there since I was very young, and today I'll be your designated healer. I've been called many things. The church mostly refers to me as fucking... What was it again? What were the titles?
Whore.
Wrote down many of them.
Bitch. Tramp.
I'm gonna punt you, you little shite.
If you could catch me, you tall fuck.
Loving this dynamic already.
25, 30 in stealth.
I didn't do it.
Called me...
You
God-
can move faster
Oh,
stealth?
wait, what?
They've called
There's a
me
goblin
God
feat called Very
Chosen,
Sneaky,
they've
but
called
as
me
long as I'm in stealth, I can
Deathbane.
move 30 feet.
Ooh. Deathbane.
They've called me God Chosen, they've called me Deathbane. That's the most pompous one.
I'm gonna call you
honestly.
stuck up, you bright fuck.
The official name they give me during the big ceremonies is Chosen of Karun. Honestly, the church can go fuck itself. You can call me Dana.
I'm gonna bite her.
Da-da-da.
Dana.
Take a look. It's
Dana.
in a book. Way too much fucking
Oh.
info.
Oh!
Anyways, I just imagine like Borderlands style, like name and then another name and that bumps up the name and then name bumps up the other name and then they all fall apart and it's just Dana.
Dana.
Yep.
So you're human.
I suppose in the most technical terms, they say I was birthed by my ma and an angel. Fucking shite.
It was just a teenage girl
Alright, I wasn't
lying
asking
about...
for anything complicated. All I wanted to know was whether or not you were human. It's not that fucking hard.
I mean, technically, I suppose I'm a half elf. Dad was an elf. He wasn't around much.
I'm
This
gonna
will
bite
be
her.
damn interesting.
I'm gonna bite her.
Stop it! Stop!
Hey, you remember in the car earlier?
Fuck.
Alright, hold on. Wait. I can weigh in here.
Oh no.
Fucking do not continue. I don't know what the hell is going on over there, but do not continue.
I am very uncomfortable
What
with
she
the air
just did to
created in
me-
the studio tonight.
Remember when I moved the dragon and I said checkmate? That's what she just did to me.
In any case,
Fuck.
so
Girls' night.
This will be our second Girls' Night campaign.
the four of you find yourselves on a ship.
Fantastic.
You have been on this ship
How did
for...
I get here?
Where is this ship from?
Anyways,
Why am I on the ship?
Okay.
please.
Please continue, please. I'm begging you.
You find yourselves
There's twerps.
you like on a ship.
Thank you.
You have been on this ship for about a week and a half. The name of the ship is the Sherbet. It is a merchant ship that is carrying cargo to the town of Riptide under the charge of one Captain Terran.
He flies a ship in the sky and his name is Dirt.
It's not Terra. It's Tarin.
Terran,
That's
you
still
asshole.
a name. That's still a word for land. Okay. Don't.
We're
The
not
sure
gonna do
bet is
that.
gonna fucking crash. And we're all gonna die and this campaign is cancelled.
Good, ship crashes, everyone dies, go home.
So
Roxwell.
I'm sure in time, I don't know. You all found your way to this boat for differing reasons, and you find yourselves working your passage on the ship, or maybe you've stowed away. I don't know. You tell me. Ever since this ship left port, what have all the lot of you been doing?
I'm in a box.
You were in a box hiding the whole time.
Have you always been in the box?
Yes.
Very good.
Do you ever leave the box?
Nope.
Several times a day for food.
I was about to say.
I always return to the box.
That's where she's from, currently.
Does the captain know you're here?
Absolutely fucking not, my lady.
Hell
hold
no.
Hold on. So have we been traveling together up until this point or not?
I would say no.
We have
Okay.
convened upon this ship. Fate has brought us all to this ship.
Every
Every single person on this ship was accosted by Deja by a draw, like a piece of paper with a decently detailed drawing on it of a girl who looks about 12, asking if they have seen this girl.
I don't know how no one has found me because the only thing I was like clever enough to scribble on the box is not full of goblins.
I would like you to roll stealth, please.
Not full of goblins.
Would it not be deception?
No.
Goblin.
Goblin.
There we go. That's the one.
Goblin.
You done with that?
Actually, hang on.
For now, at least. Thank
The
you.
box does not say that. I'm just inside of it.
Okay. So yes, what did you roll on your stealth?
Oh, I guess I'll actually roll for that because I wasn't paying attention.
Yes, please actually roll for stealth.
I got an 8 plus 6, so I got what's that? A 14.
Okay. So, Deja, you said that you were that you spent the rest of your time. Did you at all try to contribute to this, like, to the vessel's passage, or did you just?
Any help that was required to continue the vessel moving smoothly, she did, but she mainly spent her time either like resting since she is weary from the travel that she has been on thus far, or asking people if they knew anything about this girl that I'm going to draw in the character sketch thing really quick. Poorly, I might add. The sketch will not look as bad as what I'm about to draw.
Alright.
Fair. Emerald will happily like tie ropes, help with like adjusting the sails. Emerald's just happy to not be sitting around, though her one stipulation is that she gets first choice on the alcohol at the end of the evening.
Deja, the way she contributes to this ship and like the workings of the crew makes it clear she's been on quite a few before. She knows what she's doing.
Okay.
So has Emerald.
If there's a food store shortage, you know one.
God damn it.
All right.
We're all gonna starve.
So,
Emerald gets up at like
Not me.
5 or 6 sharp in the morning with what would you do with a drunken sailor every morning.
Yeah, that's fair. Dana spent pretty much all of her time on the ship moving back and forth between assisting with the navigation because she's got a really intimate understanding of where the stars are at any given point in time,
Look at you.
fortune telling for entertainment and coin, and doing any heals and like any minor scrapes or injuries that occur while fixing and working on the ship.
I take it back. I'm not drawing the girl Deja's looking for because it would be really fucking hard.
okay.
But it's a 12-year-old girl who's dressed in like what you would expect a noble's kid to
You
be
are
dressed in.
presently girlant.
Yes, I am without
Kidn't.
one.
You are errant.
What the fuck is the name of the kid from Sekiro? I am Vehement.
Kiro.
Kuro.
Lord.
Kuro.
I am current currently. I am seeking Kuro.
Okay. So,
Where is he?
so the three of you all basically
So does a girl. But
The three of you all basically work your passage. Captain Terran welcomes the help. He is this, like, old, kind of 48-ish year old human man who's obviously seen a lot of work and a lot of time. And the rest of his crew is kind of this patchwork of people who are just moving to the next place and just kind of lazily working, like just kind of lazily only putting in as much as they need to. And about 3 people who you can tell are his friends that are all also human men, who give 110%, so he welcomes the extra help.
The real Samwise Gamgees of this boat.
I can't carry it for you.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Stop talking.
And so, it's a pretty normal voyage. Like, you, Emerald, have been on boats a lot. Dana, you've probably been on boats the least of everyone here, I'm guessing?
I've been in a lot of boxes.
I travel
Which have
every
been
now and again,
developments.
depending upon the seasons and what holidays are happening where, but not all that much, actually.
Okay. So, Deja, I have a question for you.
what is your question to me?
Do you wander around at all?
Like
you-
on the ship?
Yes.
Not really.
You're trying to get someone to spot twerp, aren't you?
Who found me?
She
Let
only
me bite
goes
their
where
ankles.
needed.
Hold on, Captain. I'll check the back. I'm sure we've got another case of whiskey.
I love the energy, but not quite what I was going for. But
Eat
Emerald.
shit, it's mine.
Emerald, I would actually like you to roll perception.
Oh shit, I'm not that great at that.
How big is the ship that we are on?
The ship is about 30 feet long and about 15 to 20 feet, like 15 to 20 feet wide.
Oh wait, I'm actually really
What
good at
kind
that.
of fucking schooner are we on?
It's just a cargo ship.
18.
Now, for those sitting at home, are we in the water or?
No.
No,
Oh
we're
yeah.
not.
So
yeah.
We're all in the
Explain the setting,
So-
Haley.
let me give a little, let me give a little bit of background to the setting. While
That was
So-
my fire.
for those sitting.
All right, come on.
So for those.
I hate
Oh
every-
shit! It's the Ultra Text.
I hate everything that's happening currently.
It's every Wilkes in one being.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh no. No.
You actually haven't seen, but in this stack is a third hat. It's my mom's old cowboy hat, so now we have a third hat for a third potential Wilkes.
Hell yeah.
Or for Oscar.
Yeah.
Anyways, so for those who may be listening at home, and also just for mostly the sake of me saying this for my own listening later, this world is not a normal world, and you are all not
There's a machine right here.
you are all not on a normal boat.
There's a machine.
About 150 years ago, the world was embroiled in this horrible, horrible war that involved nearly every single major nation of the world and had been going on for hundreds of years, devastating the planet. Eventually, eventually all reached this boiling point that resulted in the detonation of a weapon that was so catastrophically powerful it caused an event known as the Shattering.
Got real fucky.
When this bomb detonated, continental shelves shifted, cities were incinerated in a single second. The weave of magic that permeates the world was broken apart.
Is that why we're using second edition instead of first edition, where the magic's wonky?
No, but shit.
I have a bit of D&D lore. The last adventure released for D&D second edition was I think it was Die Vecna Die, which is an adventure about going and killing Vecna, which fails.
You think?
Yeah, his lack of his ascent to divinity changes the world and causes 3.5.
Right, and you fail to kill Vecna, he becomes a god, and then 3.5 3.0 released, and that's why magic is different.
Anyways, so
That's cool, honestly.
people did survive this detonation, but the war was over. However, the war was over with no clear victor. However, the troubles had only just started.
I think the
We are the
Bible one-
fucking Irish.
About a week later, because of the damage that had been done to the weave, it started permeating a storm that just kept growing more powerful and powerful and powerful. And everybody realized as the storm spread, covering the entire planet, there was nothing, soon the surface would become unlivable. So people took to the skies. Massive airships were built. Platforms hosting engines that could hold thousands of people. The mages of the still surviving mages of the world cast great spells that levitated entire chunks of earth, even including a mountain. And people took to the skies to survive. Oh, I know.
Can I get it?
Not yet.
Okay.
And we're only getting the other one.
I know.
We're not getting that one.
I get to see what's in the box.
You get to
Me.
see one thing that's in the box.
I'm in the box. We've established.
Anyways,
Shut up, Torp.
so this is nowadays the surface is utterly inhospitable. 500 mile an hour winds, hail and razor sharp sleet.
It
lightning.
reminds me of home.
lightning fucking everywhere. It's an awful place. However, people have created a new society built in the sky.
We're all birds now.
It's like falling into a black hole in Mario Galaxy. Don't
War
worry.
never changes.
The world as it is has been. I want to get it,
I mean, I have to sit here.
and I would. Please. I bought the goddamn thing.
I have to sit in this spot.
Please.
I need a D12 back here.
Just don't
Open it
open
right
them
this
like
time.
that again.
Yeah, I opened them right this time.
Anyways, the world has been rebuilding itself over the past 150 years.
I'm gonna take it
Free to
apart
take
again.
that set.
Mhm.
You can have that set.
I'll continue.
I'm sorry, just every time anything happens, I completely lose my train of thought because I've got a massive fucking headache.
You're good.
Would you like some Tylenol?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll have to go find it.
Yeah.
Will ibuprofen do?
Yeah, that would be fine.
The world has rebuilt itself in the sky.
The world has rebuilt itself. There are large agrarian platforms. There are hydroponic setups that are laced with magic to grow food quickly. There is a series of about 3 companies, though only one big one, that is responsible for distributing the fuel that ships need to survive.
Gore.
There is a healthy atmosphere of trade, and every city has found and cities are basically reclaiming their confidence to expand. Some sooner than others. About 40 years ago, there was a giant dragon hunt because dragons had taken up roost in several of the larger cities and were starting to attack others. So every single city-state decided to participate in this hunt to drive them away. This drove dragons nearly to extinction, and the military technologies that were developed in that time have been used by the dwarves of the floating mountain state of Karun to form the Iron Empire, who is expanding their influence. They're the only real major player, but none of that matters to the lot of you.
We must get white.
Maybe to some people, but it doesn't matter to the 4 of you at this second. As I said, you find yourselves in this boat, and in this moment, Emerald is in the cargo bay, and she has just rolled an 18. So, Emerald, when you came onto this boat, you knew, you were told that this was a modest merchant ship that was just supposed to be running food from place to place.
I'm still listening.
But it was supposed to be running food from another town, one of the growing platforms, to the town of Riptide. But when you're in this cargo hold, you smell something strange. Something heavy.
That's definitely not the vintage I was looking for.
Something fairly heavy.
Oh.
It's coming from behind this large pair of boxes.
Smells like goblin shit in here.
Listen.
Why
I
you
have the
sm-
decency to do it off the side of the boat.
Alright, and campaign's over. Cursed.
Look out below.
Basically, this large cluster of boxes. There's this, strong scent.
What are you implying?
It's not you.
Oh. Surprising.
So, what do you do?
What does the room look like?
The room is basically, it's a cargo hold filled with barrels that are labeled with various kinds of food. You see one that has an icon for apples, another has an icon for grain, and the other is rice, that sort of thing.
But is there a case of alcohol?
Dwarf meat.
There are cases of alcohol, though the thing you're smelling right now definitely isn't alcohol. It smells energetic.
That's what I asked, though, is if there was a case of alcohol. Let us not be mistaken.
I know.
Alright, fuck whatever's behind those boxes. I found the whiskey.
Tell me what we got.
The alcohol that you find is a vintage whiskey that's about 30 years old.
Alright. She takes her star knife, shoves it in between the boards on the crate, and then, like...
Is she shotgunning a case of whiskey?
No, she's opening the crate to get the
Oh,
bottles out, you fucking goblin.
I heard barrel, so I was just assuming.
Also, I just want to point something out. The box was open.
Oh, well, if it was
She
open...
does that and then looks up and is like,
Remove box.
Alright, well, she takes out a bottle, uncorks it, takes a deep smell of that. That smells much better. And then takes a swig and begins looking for whatever the smell, like where the smell is coming from.
Okay, so the smell seems to be coming like as you trace the source of it.
What time of day is it?
At this moment, it is around, let's say early in the morning.
What would you do with a drunken sailor? What
You
would do
are
with a
at,
drunken
like-
sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
Too sober for
Emerald
this shit.
Emerald needs to get her morning drink on.
Holy shit,
it's already 9 a.m.
it's
and not a
9
single drop of alcohol in me. This is a tragedy.
9:30 and I'm only on my first bottle.
Elves be like,
There's a couple boxes in the way of the path. What do you do about that?
well, let's make sure I don't spill this. And then she puts the cork back on and like sets it on a pile of crates behind her, and then begins like kind of just not particularly carefully moving stuff out of the way.
Twerp. You're
I thought you said it wasn't Torp that stinks.
hang on.
I don't.
You are sitting right now in your box.
I am not sitting, I am lounging at
Yeah.
the bottom of this luxurious crate that I found full of
Do
fucking
you have like a
radishes
pillow
or
and
some
that's your
shit.
mattress?
Yeah, pretty much.
There's actually no radishes in that box.
The
There's
crate
just your
rolls
pillow.
over and she just
Okay, it's
This-
just me.
This box was mysteriously empty when you opened it up.
Alright, sweet.
She's scorpion
But
sword. When
your
the
box-
just-
As you were lounging in this box, doing your very best to just kind of mind your own
Is
business,
there a rude awakening?
You
going
find-
here?
are you asleep right now? Actually,
Yes, I am
Yup.
dozed off.
you are stirred awake by the feeling of your box moving.
Hey, what the fuck?
At least it didn't flip. I thought she just like flipped the box and Squirt just goes.
fucking D6s me across the floor. Eat shit.
But yeah,
Whoa, what the fuck? Wait, I'm not drunk enough for this yet.
Shit.
Hello?
Box.
Box be like box noise.
She kicks the crate again.
What noises do boxes make?
Fucking-
Fucking
Fucking ow.
box.
She grabs the whiskey from behind her, removes the cork again, and takes another drink. I guess I could be drunk enough for this.
Confidence.
Time to get drunk enough for this.
Time to make this make sense.
Wait, hold on. How did you get in there? It's nailed in from the outside.
Box.
I love this. You're just saying box over and over again.
That's what boxes do.
Is there like a pry bar anywhere around?
Yes.
You
there-
just star knifed a crate of open whiskey.
Yeah,
open.
but my star knife is like a fucking World of Warcraft Warden Umbral blade. It's not a... I'm trying not to kill them.
There is a crowbar that is leaning against the wall.
Can I
behind
make
the door.
a quick stealth check?
You absolutely can.
Can I make a stealth check?
But
Where are you
actually-
gonna hide?
No, hang on.
Hold
No, hang on.
This
Please
is-
explain.
This is what's happening. So yes, the box is nailed shut, save for the wall that Twerp has carved out of the side.
Pillowcase, maybe?
Nice.
I would like to roll to pop the wall out and sneak behind some other boxes to get a look at what's going on.
Hide in the pillow.
Sure.
Hide under the pillow.
7, 6, 13.
Okay, so Amy, because skill checks work differently in Pathfinder 2, I believe
That would be against, I believe, my perception DC, which is 10 plus my proficiency.
what is your proficiency?
16. Like, no, the total DC you're asking for is
Yes.
16.
All right, and you rolled a 13.
Yeah. So
So
I'm taking it doesn't go too well.
you were looking at like as you go for this crowbar, you hear a rustling noise and you hear what sounds like one part of the box fall down.
There's
You
a
just hear-
thin haze between hangover and present drunkenness, from which I see a goblinoid
Hold on.
shadow, like...
Hold on.
Hello, friend.
What the fuck?
Which
That.
one?
Is it
Is
a
it a
bastard?
bastard cat?
Is it a thin black cat?
Yeah.
Mustache on one half of the face?
I didn't see.
Oh.
If it's thin, it's bishop. Gizmo has presence.
So I failed the stealth check, yeah?
Yes.
White socks.
Dun, dun, dun,
They
dun,
both have white
dun,
socks.
dun.
It's just a
You see a small.
of this fucking bedhead, half of her hair's on the other side of her head, fucking coat's hanging half on because she hasn't been able to wake up, crawling out the box. One dagger in her mouth.
Yeah, you see this small goblin trying their very best to sneak away, but however your elven eyes see through this.
Your elven
My
eyes see
robot
through
vision.
the haze of alcohol.
Yes, through the haze of alcohol, incredibly.
Box.
Hi.
Fuck.
I take it you're not supposed to be on board.
Hey, listen, I got 2 loaves of bread and a wheel of cheese left. What do you want?
Is it your cheese?
Can neither confirm nor deny whether it is not owned by me,
Hold
but I
on,
currently
hold on.
have it.
Better question I care more about. Was it cheese from this hold?
No.
That's good enough for me. Why are you here, though?
Gotta get around somehow.
Passage was
You know.
6 coppers.
I have 2 knives, a grappling hook, and the boots on my feet. What do you want from me?
You could steal the cheese, but not change?
I will not have my thievery criticized by someone who drinks at what fucking time is it?
Early in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah,
How
listen,
thick are the walls of the ship we're working with here?
yeah, listen here, chest of drawers. I don't need shit from you, alright?
Yeah, man, you ever just find a goblin in a box and it just calls you a bitch?
Is
Listen, I came
that a
down-
name for bitch? Chest of drawers? Because that's new to me.
I came down here for... What did I come down here for?
Presumably liquor.
Well, what did I actually come down here for?
You came down here for liquor.
Oh, okay. Well,
You came down here for alcohol.
You've achieved your goal.
hold on,
You came down here and smelled something, and that's it.
Weren't you
alright.
investigating something?
That
Well, I'm
wasn't me.
investigating you now. I'm doing a great job. You're
Twerp.
right in front of me.
I got you in my sights.
Twerp, I'd like you to make a perception check.
Okay.
I'm real good at investigating, apparently. Here you are.
I found 1
That
goblin.
is a 19.
You also,
Ugh.
That's Emerald.
Yes.
Oh.
you haven't thought about it too much since you're basically used to it by now. But as you're looking around this place, you see the barrels of apples and wheat and rice.
Wheat.
You've been around this place. You've been sneaking around this place for a week and a half.
Yeah.
Those barrels are empty, and you notice now the smell.
Hey, all my food! I mean the food. That needs to go to those nice people in the other town.
I don't work for these people.
My food!
Fucking Emerald is sitting on a crate, just drinking every time Twerp opens her mouth, and as soon as her mouth closes, Emerald
All the
says something.
fucking apples are gone. God, that was breakfast.
Point of contention. They've
Is-
never been full.
Is there still cheese?
You brought that cheese onto the ship.
On the ship, damn it!
These are false barrels. They are not, nor were they ever full of anything.
Hey, wait. They're all empty?
All of the barrels that are labeled with food on them are empty.
Yeah. Ain't nothing in here. Ain't shit.
And I ain't ate it.
Yeah. It's not
Hold
me.
on, I don't know that I'm drunk enough to believe that. And she shoves a pry bar into a crate and opens it.
Sure enough.
Pries the top off
Thousands
a
of
barrel and
spiders.
opens that.
Sure enough.
You get a fucking cobweb that goes.
There's nothing in there.
There's a
All
tum-
there is
There's
dust.
a tumbleweed in there.
Well, little goblin friend, I think we've been hoodwinked.
Did Deja hear the shouting of my food?
Roll a perception check.
Sure. I'll roll my new D20 that I've acquired. It rolls all right. 16.
You hear, as you are doing your morningly duties, you're like tying one of the you're tying one of the ropes, and you hear like through a wall, like from the car, like from below you, my food.
My food! And then again, my food!
It's not a voice you recognize.
Twice my food.
Who went down to the cargo hold?
What? No one down there. Well, no, we sent the elf.
Box.
That didn't sound like the elf. And Deja goes down to investigate.
Fucking bastard sword in hand.
She finishes tying off the rope that she was busy with.
Nah,
Okay.
just fucking
Then goes
just
to
leaves it.
investigate.
All right.
Yeah, no, the mast
That's what
just
remains
flies
of
off the
Elf
ship
when
and we
I
die.
take
It's like, this way we're going now,
That's
gents.
what my Walkman looked like when I opened it.
But
It was
yes,
like in several pieces.
Deja finishes tying off the rope and she goes to investigate. Doesn't have her like sword out or anything, not hostile, but inquisitive.
All right. So what are Emerald and Torp doing?
Twerp is lamenting the loss of her meals.
And what is Emerald doing?
I'm just sat on a crate, which is presumably empty. She kicks it a couple of times, like sitting down, just kind of like kicking
to
her
make
legs.
sure.
No, when you kick the crate, that one doesn't sound hollow.
Okay, I'll bite. Pry bars that one.
Inside this crate is some machinery. It looks like, and
What the fuck?
I can't eat that. Wait, can I?
There's skullduggery, a foot short one.
I'm gonna dug something into someone's skull. Come on.
Just upends the bottle.
Twerp situates herself, gets her coat on right.
What's the
Has
machinery look like?
both daggers on belt.
the machinery is a series of what looks like pipes and like these hollow parts of pipes that are partitioned in such a way that you do not immediately know their purpose.
These short-lived kinds are crafty. They've managed to find a way to live in the skies after all, but
Short-lived.
Just kind of poke the machine with the crowbar, like, does this do anything?
If you would like, you can make one of your sailor's lore, like a sailor lore check, to see if you can guess the purpose of this machinery.
if I wanted to, I could also use bardic lore in place of anything else.
Nice.
9.
You wrote a fucking pencil.
I cocked the die on the pencil.
Though you've served on many ships, the purpose of this particular bit of machinery eludes you.
So this shit looks kind of shady, right?
Fucking Twerp is just hanging over the edge of it like, huh?
So I'm asking you, the DM. This is kind of a shady situation, correct?
You find yourself on a boat that is seemingly transporting nothing. But however, the things that it does have very much are not food.
As a professional criminal and smuggler, would any underworld lore come in handy here?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll for that.
I like to imagine that Deja walks in as Twerp is like struggling over the box, like kicking her feet.
Fucking biting a piece of the machinery to see what it is. Oof!
I also would like to say I think Twerp does actually like
Yeah, just is this
the
real?
knife.
So yeah, that's a 24.
Nice. So, in your though smuggling isn't something you've particularly done a lot of, aside from the smuggling yourself. Yeah. Aside from smuggling yourself, you can guess based on your experiences that if someone wanted to not attract attention, like the attention of pirates, or not want to pay proper docking fees or work with the proper authorities, shipping something as simple as food probably wouldn't catch many people's attention. So, what you can guess...
Ah yes, the classic Applejack.
What you can guess from this sort of thing is that their smuggling... is that whatever cargo on the ship is much more valuable than simple food. At this moment, Deja...
There's like a call down the stairs of like, what's going on down here? And then she arrives at the bottom of the stairs and sees a struggling goblinoid like hanging over the edge of a crate.
You blew my cover.
There's a barrel and several crates that have been opened.
There's an empty liquor bottle rolling across the floor.
As the ship slightly
Emerald
lists.
by now has a second one.
Yeah, you
And
open,
a third prepped.
you open the door to see a goblin that you absolutely don't recognize, looking at what looks like normal refining equipment. And Emerald, this woman that you've spent the last year and a half, the last week and a half around.
It's a long fucking boat ride.
However,
In the process of plastering herself in the cargo.
yeah, in the process of plastering herself, and this goblin you very much don't recognize.
Holy shit, you're tall.
Who are you?
She's 5'7".
I'm
Not-
3'2".
Yeah, I was about to say. Things are relative.
3'7".
Quick aside, how tall is Dana?
I like 5'5".
Girls,
I did it!
Girls' night.
I did it! I'm the tallest one in this fucking party!
Talking about boys.
No.
Suck my ass!
I'll bite it off.
No.
I'm the tallest one in this.
Yeah.
Anyways, an accusatory finger has been pointed at the goblinoid in the room. Who are
There.
you?
Me.
That doesn't answer my question.
Who are you?
I'm supposed to be on this ship.
Well, hold on.
Hold on. No, I got this. I'm the crate genie. You want a wish?
Okay, so Emerald at this point picks up the crate that said Goblinant on it.
Goblin.
Picks up the wall that was bolted up. Just like,
Now, I do want to point out, right, they probably don't belong here, but anyone dumb enough to put this on their ship deserves this.
I'm not the worst thing that could be happening. There's some really weird, robotics or some shit going on.
Oh, yeah, we don't have any cargo.
There's no food.
Well, that's not true. We have cargo, but there's no food.
what do you mean there's no food? That's what
Casually
we're hauling.
hides the food that was in my crate back in my rucksack.
And she, using the pry bar, lifts the cap on another crate. They're empty.
Careful,
All of them.
Careful.
Deja,
You're fine.
Deja
You can
observes
feel
the
it.
empty
It's really
crates,
not,
has to kick aside the liquor bottle so no one trips on it.
Just steps on it. Crushes it.
The answer is simple, guys. We're not shipping food. We're shipping food storage.
See, whoever put the manifesto together,
barrels.
whoever put the manifest together lied. Not that that's really any of my business.
Why would anyone lie? Why would anyone do that? I'm really bad at lying. I lie a lot.
That's a bad trait for a thief to have out of character, just letting you know.
But yeah, I mean, somebody's got to know what's up, right?
We've been on this ship for a week and a half and we just figured this out?
Well, I mean,
This is an empty ship?
Deja.
no,
It's not empty. There's machine.
Is what?
Machine?
points to the crate.
Deja, you don't have to roll to know what this
It
is.
doesn't even taste right.
What the equipment that is in this box looks like refinement for Promethium. Looks like refining gear for Promethium.
This is refinement gear. This is used for Promethium. What are we hauling this for?
For the audience, Promethium is the fuel that is used to power the engines that keep the floating islands in the air. It's necessary to live.
And as you are in this cargo hold, Deja, I want you to make a perception roll.
I can't make a perception roll. 9.
You
What do your
smell.
eyes see? Can't see shit, Captain.
It's dark in this room, but the smell that you smell is absolutely unmistakable. You smell what you smell Promethium.
Dirty Promethium.
That's Promethium. Do you guys smell that?
I mean, I smell something, but I've kind of just masked it with the whiskey on my lips, to be honest with
I
you.
smell her.
I smell Promethium.
Good for you.
Hey, wait, doesn't that stuff explode?
That stuff explodes.
That stuff is expensive and important.
It explodes!
Then, so do a lot of things, but
Not goblins! No, naturally.
well, that,
Well, okay, debatable.
I mean, that depends on what you eat, right? You could get a long fuse that comes all the way out of your mouth.
Can I
That sounds
can I
really
tell
cool.
where the smell of Promethium is coming from? Is it coming from this machine?
And you can smell it, you just don't know which direction it's coming from with that perception roll.
Am I like towards the beginning of the entrance to the cargo hold, kind
You
of?
guys are at about midway through the room.
Do I know what direction it came from?
You absolutely do.
I want to proceed to the back of the cargo hold.
Which
Yeah,
is-
I'll lead you to it. Wherever it's coming
Please
from.
do. This is not what I expected.
Hey, I have just an idle question. Not that I've really done much actual talking to anyone since I've been here. Mostly just singing. How do you short-lived types like manage with liquor this week? And then she like stops right in front of wherever the smell is.
You
First of
find
all-
yourself standing in front of a wall.
How do you manage for being so short for an elf?
That wall is not facing the entrance.
First of all, short-lived types seems almost offensive, but not quite.
I mean,
And
I've
second
lived
of
hundreds
all,
of years. So
I wouldn't know. I don't drink.
What do you do?
I fight.
That sucks.
And then she takes the pry bar and shoves it between two boards in the wall.
What?
Okay. I would like you to.
I mean, if you want to know where the smell is coming from, it's behind here. Do you want me to stop?
I'm with her on this one. She's got you.
Go ahead.
roll athletics.
Oh, fuck. Me and my, like, 10 strength.
How the fuck do I take an armor check penalty for fucking...
Oh, and it's a -1.
Shit sucks.
Wow.
17.
Okay. So
Fucking wall comes off.
with some, like, you push on this really hard, and you can't tell if it's some momentary burst of strength that you're unaccustomed to, or
It's the alcohol.
the alcohol, or the fact that this construction was particularly crappy.
Kind of acne shit.
You pry one of the boards off the wall, revealing that this is very much not a wall.
So, I also want to say, I want to be prying these things carefully enough that, like, if I took, like, the edge of the pry bar, I could still push the nails back in their holes. Like, I don't go out of the way to, like, break wood if I can.
Okay. Probably a good idea. You take down one of these boards, and you find that there is a secondary hidden part of this cargo hold that has 7 barrels.
Oh, there's definitely skullduggery afoot, little one.
Why are you talking to me? She's the one that's concerned.
Well, right, but you're the one that I originally...
I'm just trying not to explode.
Well, I mean, odds are good we won't explode. We don't have any pyromancers present, right? Nobody's got any matches, spare fuses.
I just took this ship to get to Riptide.
I mean, we'll get
What
there.
the fuck is this?
I ate a sack of gunpowder last week. I don't know if that helps.
Why?
I'll get to you in a moment. What is this? Why is this here?
I guess because somebody lied.
The barrels are actually, and you can tell this, they are marked with the official seal of the Blackfire Company.
That's Blackfire Prometheum. This isn't a Blackfire ship, I don't
It's a
think.
smuggler ship.
It's
Well-
not, is it?
Either it
No.
was stolen, or because of the recent increase in piracy.
It's a front.
It's not a... Well, I guess it could be a front, but... Like,
for piracy.
maybe they're transporting shipments masked so that it's less likely they'll be taken.
It's not. That's not how the Karsane family does things. Oh,
Well, alright, man, but,
fuck.
like...
This has got more serious implications. If this ship in any way gets accosted or this is found out, we could be implicated in this. And I can't have that happening.
Well, well, if you're concerned about implications, I have a solution for you. I mean, we could just throw them all over the edge, right?
That would solve some problems, but I have a feeling it would create more.
What does it taste
Well,
like?
then when they
Do
get
not.
angry,
Drink that.
Drink?
No.
when they get mad that we threw all their fancy barrels over the ship, we just, you know, if they want them so bad, they can chase them.
Murder.
You're suggesting we fully mutiny this entire ship.
No, I'm suggesting that I sit here and drink and mind my own business, but you seem worried, so.
So you're suggesting that I mutiny them?
No, I mean, I'll help you if you plan on doing it. Like, I don't care, but.
Hey, you want to do mutiny? If you don't, that's haha, just kidding.
Unless.
I haven't stabbed someone in a solid week. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, that's 3 of us.
Dana. So
The running stall in Prometheum.
She plays a little jingle on her pan flute, which is, by the way, the instrument she plays. She keeps it in a breast pocket.
So, how are Dana's mornings normally?
Fucking egg white omelets with spinach, this bitch.
You better scramble like an egg before you get folded like an omelet.
Dana has adamantly insisted that despite her status among the church, if anyone should hold her in high regard for their faith, fucking don't. I just want to get to where I'm going.
I can't.
So she
Please do
mostly spends most of her days just kind of doing general things aboard the ship that she's able to do, helping out with
things.
cooking, doing minor healing for people that sustain injuries from like boilers or whatnot, stuff like that. This morning she woke up, fixed a quick breakfast for herself, and has been helping prepare breakfast for the rest of the crew.
All right. Since you're in the mess hall at the moment, serving breakfast as you've said, and at this moment you find you are across the table from the captain of the ship, Taran, and he says to you, "So, what are we having today?"
Actually managed to get a hold of some preserved eggs, got some ham, bit of hash. Quite nice.
Like food.
Managed to find some nutmeg squared away. Make it a bit better than usual.
That's lovely, very lovely. And
I can get through.
Captain Taran seems like he's
I'm a thin girl.
Captain
Whitened.
Taran seems distracted, but he takes the food and just mutters like, "Thank you. You know, it's been a long time since we've had a cook on this ship. Most of the time we're just making hardtack or soup."
Kiss ass.
It's not much trouble, Captain. I mean, good men have to eat good food, yeah?
Irish harlot.
Good then. Thank you. And he
He's a fraud. Don't.
he takes a swig out of this flask that he has on his side.
It's Prometheus.
You're the only one on this ship who's even considered drinking it. I'm just letting you know now.
Fucking bendy straw.
He takes a swig from this flask that he's got on his side, and he says, "So I'm curious. I heard what you said. First day on board, you don't want any special treatment or nothing. Why is that? I know I've been around a time or two, and I know you, and I know the Empire. You're important. They say you're a miracle."
Aye, so they say, and they like to flaunt me about a lot about it, calling me the god chosen and whatnot. Load of shite.
It's odd to hear something like this coming out of the mouth of someone so blessed. You understand?
Oh, I completely understand. Don't get me wrong now. I do really appreciate everything the church has done for me and all our people. But honestly, I just get tired of the pomp and circumstance. I'm a person too, you know.
Chosen by the gods, wanting of a normal life.
Yeah, they treat me like some kind of feckin' idol.
Feckin'.
So why are you out here anyways? It's none of my business. I'm just curious.
Second.
Just normal missionary work. Decided to get out and about a bit, stretch me legs, get me bearings on the world again. They encourage that every now and again, so my high status doesn't get to me. Keep me humble to put a good look in the eyes of the people, you see.
I see. Nothing else?
The church sent you on a fucking field trip.
Basically, yeah.
Did you get your parents' permission?
Nothing else?
Well, I've been hoping maybe to find out some information about a number of people, but I doubt I'd find anything yet.
You know, I like you. I like you, Dana, and you've been useful on this ship so far, so I'm just going to think nothing of what I'm about to say. And you don't have to say anything back to me. But I've heard tale of rumors of growing unrest in the Iron Empire. I've heard tale of missionaries dispatched to all the neighboring city-states, looking for something. Now, all I'm asking, you don't have to tell me anything. And again, this conversation doesn't have to have happened. Is that true?
I'm afraid I wouldn't know what you're talking about. They don't actually tell me all that much.
He's a fraud.
I see. He takes another sip of his flask, like this long, drawn-out one, and he says, ignore my ramblings. I've just heard something from one of the other sailors in the bar last port. I thought I might be able to get something. Don't worry about it.
No worry, I take no offence to it.
It pays an old salt like me to be well prepared. You understand?
Of course. Always best to have the best information when it's needed.
Exactly. Take care of yourself, Dana.
You as well, Captain.
And he saunters off to his quarters.
Does he have a peg leg?
You were given no permission to saunter.
He does not have a peg leg, but he is missing a hand. He is missing his right hand.
Does he have like a work hook?
He does. It's like a hook and this several like smaller series of hooks, but with just one long middle one.
Handed.
So
Hooked.
go back now to Deja, Dana, and not Dana. Sorry, Deja, Twerp, and Emerald.
I'm just saying it could taste pretty good.
We're not drinking the Prometheum. It isn't happening.
Alright.
But
Suit yourself.
I've had an idea. We just might be able to take over this ship after all.
Well, I'm glad to see I'm not,
It's not my first choice.
This isn't one of the use the goblin as a bomb thing, is it?
No, but
Hold on. How often does that happen?
More than you'd think.
The old goblin bomb strategy is like sending a goblin attached with explosives, basically as a makeshift bomb.
Have you never looked at the card Fling in Magic?
Basically, as a makeshift bomb is something you've seen used in the past. Twerp has reason to be afraid.
Wait, goblins made into bombs? How often does that happen?
But
that happen?
Take a look at
More
what we've
often than
seen.
you'd think, less often than you'd hope.
Think about what we've seen of the crew on this ship. The captain has maybe 2 or 3 of them that are close to him, and the rest are patchwork. They probably don't even know about this.
Okay, so, hold
If
on.
they find out they're running stolen Prometheum, that might spook them.
I'll start screaming.
Don't do that.
Please, gods, whatever you do, please don't do that.
Alright.
Unless we tell you to.
Alright.
Then scream all you, if I tell you to scream, scream as loud as possible. That is not an order to scream yet.
This is the claptrap scene from Borderlands.
But when I tell you to scream, you'll scream. Like this.
That was just a test.
That was just a test.
It's just a test.
But
But if we could secure this Prometheum...
What do you mean secure? It's already here, and I mean, if we leave your...
Secure meaning back in the hands of the Blackfire Company where it's meant to be.
yeah, but I mean, if we, okay, so
Hold on.
let's-
Expensive is the word you said. Correct?
Valuable. Vital.
Expensive.
Sure. In a thieves' tongue, yes, expensive. What of it?
I like coins.
I will not be reselling this Prometheum.
Yeah, but we don't have to.
You don't have to.
See, if we're... okay, well, I get where you're getting at, but, I also understand them, and I understand as much as I can about the position we're in, so let's suppose, for a moment, we take the crew.
Deja checks over her shoulder to see if anyone else is coming down the cargo hold.
You hear people starting to get up and shuffle about. All of them are, the ones that weren't already awake are heading in the direction of the mess hall, and you smell
There's a mess hall on a
Nutmeg.
30-foot boat.
in the air.
We need to figure something out fast. People are starting to wake up.
Okay, well, she begins, putting crates back on and like lightly tapping the nails back in. The one
Deja
she
helps
can't.
drive the planks back into the wall.
The one she can't put the nails back into the crates or the walls, like she takes the nails and just puts them in her pocket. They're just missing nails now.
Mm-hmm.
So we could return it and ask for compensation. But we could do better. These guys are bound to know where they got it from, right? So we leave, like one of them on board in shackles. I don't have shackles or chains or really anything to do that with, but we got tons of rope on board. The only thing, and this is worth noting, since this cargo hold is fucking empty, where are we gonna get the food to just change course immediately?
We might not necessarily have to. The Blackfire Company has contacts everywhere. That would include Riptide.
There's also people on board.
Would I know if there were any particular contacts for the Blackfire?
Oh
Company?
yeah, Blackfire has a corporate office basically in every single major city.
We could just tell them when we get to Riptide. We wouldn't have to change course.
Okay, and then I have one last question. What do we do about the people who aren't implicated in this?
We need food.
No, we are not eating people.
If we make it public knowledge to the ship that it's running stolen Promethium, the ones that don't stand with the captain, we could just spare them. We have no reason to do anything to them.
They could also start rioting for the same mindset that I have to sell it for themselves.
Well, there's that. There's also, we don't know how many of them may or may not be implicated. Then we end up just grossly outnumbered. Or in unfavorable positions. Say we tell a couple of people, right?
Too many angles here. I say we corner the captain.
That's not a bad idea. Work the rest of the day. Wait for the captain to find himself in his quarters. 3 of us enter his quarters. And ask him some questions. It's his manifest.
I got 2 pretty convincing knives, just saying.
He should know why this stuff is here. And if he doesn't, that's worse.
I like this idea.
Score 1 for the guy.
Fuck, this is a mess. And don't even get me started on you. How long have you been here?
How long have we been on the ship?
They're whatever.
Week and a half.
Week and a half.
Where are
What do
you
you
from?
think? What do you think? I fell out of the sky?
Where are you from?
Well, last week I woke up in a barrel,
That doesn't answer anything.
so that's where I'm from currently.
Okay, I meant the place where you're from, the name.
Well, the barrel said whiskey, so currently Whiskey Barrel is where I'm from.
Do you have a name?
Twerp.
Your name is Twerp.
You got a problem?
Only that you're the least helpful person I've talked to on this ship.
Hey, wow, score 1 for me.
I guess I'll see you guys later.
No, you
Sure.
won't.
Figure this out.
Hey, I don't know that I ever caught your name, not that you ever caught mine either.
Deja.
My name's Emerald, like my eyes, or the gemstone, if you're less romantic.
Lovely. I did ask you about this girl, right? And she holds up the little flyer she has again.
I might remember that 6 or 7 drinks ago, but no. I'm kidding.
Alright, so we got Rough and Tumble and Morning Drinker.
No, I remember. I've never seen anyone who looks like that, but I don't really make a habit of remembering people's faces. I go from town to town and ship to ship. Damn it.
Alright.
Actually, Ty, I'm going to message you something.
Oh boy!
Messages from the DM!
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh, great, I got a fucking voicemail.
It's your mom.
Yeah, it is my mom. She was calling earlier.
Oh.
I ignored it. You're actually going to use the character sketch, though.
Sure, why not? I don't have anything better to do when it's not my turn to talk.
It's just going to make me feel bad about not using the character sketch thing.
I mean,
didn't
you don't
use it
have
either.
to.
I just can't draw for shit, so...
I already drew Twerp
I mean,
once and I
hey,
like it enough. I can't do it again. I'm probably just gonna glue that picture onto the sheet.
I'm going to print out a picture of Denitha and just paste it there.
Here you go.
There you go.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry.
Oh no.
Schlepped.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, this is not the time for this in the middle of the session. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
No.
Well, now I'm interested.
Ah.
Ooh, I want
Did you see me fucking with this watch earlier, Amy?
Yes.
That's pretty sick.
Like, frightened myself.
What is that? Oh, it's a Pip-Boy like thing.
For
like
your
a,
phone.
Yeah, that's cool.
So both sides of this.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yep, you can see the clockwork on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, I saw you fiddling with that pocket watch. It is a pocket watch, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Just with the
I
chain.
have a pocket watch. You know what a Vulknut is, right?
Nope.
The 3 triangles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've got one with that embroidered on the front of it,
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Embroidered.
or embossed.
There you go.
Emblazoned.
Emblem. Ah, yes, it is I, Chrome from the Fire Emblem.
This roll's pretty even, honestly.
Give your father a hug, Lasuna. Schmeven?
No.
Hello, my name is Schmeven, and I'm here to say, I hate drugs in a major way.
Well, we know who the vanilla one on the ship is. It's definitely Deja. She doesn't drink.
Twerp has never needed to drink or do drugs because she eats weird shit, and that's good enough. If she wants to feel awful for an evening, she'll eat something she
That's
doesn't
what it
know.
Deja just doesn't drink or do drugs because she doesn't.
An art form I kind of want to get into, A, because it's cool, and B, because I love the actual name for it, pyrography.
Also,
Isn't that the burning
also,
stuff?
if there's an
Yeah.
equivalent to the drunken pansy in any of the towns we go to,
Hitting that
Deja ain't there. Ho ho!
That stuff being said, though, Twerp will
That's
eat
not
or
good.
drink anything she can, so...
I'm gonna roll one. Actually, that wouldn't really be any point, I feel like.
To what?
Deja is
To roll a perception to see if I see that in here anywhere.
Pyrogant.
You've never been in this room before.
I'll fucking do it anyways.
Okay.
11.
No.
Yeah.
Can't see shit.
Alright, so Deja leaves, is like rubbing her head.
I go back to my box, because that is the only place I can be.
You just slot that little square back, just.
Where, you know what, I could just go grab a broom and pretend like I've always been on the ship. Morning, Captain!
Are you
I don't
just.
think that would go over as well as you intend.
Are you
Nah.
still drinking
I get back
on the crate?
Get back in the box.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sit there for a little bit, and I'm like, I should probably get back.
Alright.
Put me back. I'm not done.
Well, Emerald comes back maybe 30 minutes later.
Yeah.
After Deja's already returned to her duties on the ship.
So you all are leaving this whole situation alone for at least the foreseeable this moment.
Well, we
We're
gotta
gonna-
catch the captain alone,
We're
so I'm
gonna
assuming,
talk to the
yeah.
captain tonight, so Twerp
Yeah, sure,
remains
we're
in
gonna-
her box.
We're gonna
Yeah.
talk to him.
Alright,
Is
talk.
the word.
We're gonna talk to him.
So-
just want to talk to him.
Deja goes to the mess hall where she smells nutmeg.
All right.
Nutmeg.
Dana, you were finishing up the last amount of portion, and
Oh,
then
fuck. I just realized that Deja and Dana, this is gonna get annoying.
yeah, what is with you fucking people? I just want to point this out one more time because I think about this every single day on Thursday.
We have
Cassandra and Castor, you can't tell them apart.
To be fair, I decided on my name while he was still playing Rose.
That's
Haley.
true.
Haley, hear me out. Initial D. Danish. Differentiation.
That doesn't help at all.
Deja vu.
I've been in this
Pastry.
place before. Yeah.
The local pastry. I mean, the
Right.
local pasta.
Dana, you are in the mess hall finishing. You have almost finished up cooking when you see Deja, who I'm sure, at the very least, since you two are a little bit more respectable, have introduced have introduced yourselves to each other.
She knows Dana's name, and she asked about the girl.
Yes.
Dana asked about where she'd been.
You don't know what he's talking. You don't know what she's talking about.
That's fair. Ah, Deja, welcome. Still got some breakfast left. Are you hungry?
Smells great, Dana. Thank you.
I'm
Here,
sorry.
pop a squat.
With pleasure.
Get out of your stalker.
Is there anyone else in the mess? That's a stupid question. You just said a bunch of people entered.
There are
Everyone is
The
in
majority of the crew is here.
there are a bunch of people here. Yes.
Everyone non-essential for the immediate functioning of the ship is here.
Yeah. Though you will though you do notice that the captain is not here, and most of what you have surmised are his friends are also not here. There's just one of them, but he's rather far away. He's in the opposite side of the room.
Deja lowers her voice a tad so as not to be noticed in like what I'm assuming is the like before school lunchroom volume of things in the mess hall. The like everyone is talking, just kind of general clamor.
Yeah, some people.
Rowdy.
Some people are rowdy.
We got some rowdy lads.
You hear one like say, "Where's the elf? I need my liquor."
And Deja, quiet enough so as not to be overheard unless someone were actively listening, says, have you seen the captain?
I take it Dana has already approached and set the food down by this point?
Yes.
Captain went off to his room, I think. Why?
Something strange in the cargo hold.
Oh, like what? Stowaways?
You shut your fucking mouth.
You fucking snitch.
I'll kill you in your fucking sleep.
Stranger than a stowaway.
Oh, sounds interesting.
There's a rat. It's got wings.
Deja leaves her food untouched for the moment and gets up and says, "Follow me." She's going to her room.
Take a breakfast, and she follows her.
Okay.
That'll just have to do.
About second breakfast.
Deja goes to her room where she can almost ensure that no one is listening.
Not enough food.
You're a hobbit.
And then says,
You're a hobbit.
"Alright, Dana,
I'm a half elf, thank you.
You're a hobbit.
I'm gonna level with you because I can tell that you're not one of the regular members of this ship. We're not hauling food.
Okay.
All of the crates down there. It's been 0 days since a fucking candle was dropped in this house.
No, it didn't hit the ground. I just threw it up in the air.
Don't do it again.
You seem to have bad luck with doing that.
Almost all of those crates down there are empty. One of them had the liquor in it, the elf was getting plastered. Another one had something for refining promethium in it.
I'm sorry?
And there's a false wall with about 7 barrels of promethium.
Dana.
This is a front.
What were the brands in the promethium?
Blackfire.
Blackfire. Ooh. This is not a Blackfire ship.
And they are not ones normally to mask shipping costs because they can afford it, they don't care. So,
That's definitely troubling.
I wanted to know where the captain was to perhaps ask him about some things.
You gotta go give him a cup of tea and ask him nicely.
I'm gonna point you off the side of the ship.
You don't know I'm here, shut the fuck up.
So Twerp is Scipia, just mimicking everyone randomly.
My goblin ears here all.
Get around.
I'm sorry?
But yeah, so that's why I was asking about the captain. Something seems off here.
That's definitely troubling. Could be running with, honestly, anybody. Pirates, bandits, smugglers.
I don't like the sound of any of them. I just took this ship to get to Riptide.
Ah, shit, if you don't like the sound of any of them, you're really not gonna like the sound of 98% of what I'm around doing.
Fuck. Fuck.
Thug.
I mean, honestly, if it were anything but promethium, I wouldn't rather give a shite either, but that's kind of an important resource.
That's what I'm thinking. If it were anything other than promethium, it'd shut my mouth. But given that it's not only promethium, but Blackfire, this is troubling.
I don't like that at all. I don't know if I'd bring it directly to the captain's attention. We are in broad daylight here. A lot of the crew's loyal to him.
I'm not gonna do it now.
Good. I should fucking hope you get stabbed.
I'm gonna do it later. When he's in his quarters.
Right, so why are you telling me all this?
I don't know. Shit. Because I found out about all this 30 minutes ago and I'm still reeling. Fuck.
Take it easy. We'll get through this.
This is bad. I'm just a sword for hire. I'm looking for someone, and that's all there is to me.
I'm an official delegation of the church. Do you think I'm gonna get out of this any better if word wins? We've got to keep this quiet, we've got to keep it quick. If it turns out that they are pirates or bandits or something, I can't afford to be associated with these kinds of people unless I'm spreading the word. Church will have my ass for it. So
I'm gonna find out what's going on tonight.
Right. What we're doing. Amen?
Well, alright. I guess that makes 4 of us.
4?
There was a stowaway. Also.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
There was also a stowaway.
And the snitching has started!
A right bastard of a goblin named Twerp.
Of course it was a goblin. They're fucking everywhere.
She was gonna drink it. Me and the elf had to stop her from drinking it.
Drinking.
Can I roll a stealth check?
The Prometheum.
To what,
No, I've heard
for
of
what
the goblins
purpose?
exploding, but
Rude.
that'd be a new one.
So the
I've
4 of
heard
us
eating
tonight.
gunpowder.
You,
That'd be a new one.
you can
She had also eaten gunpowder.
you can make the stealth check, though I will warn you, if you're going to be sneaking around on the ship, there is a chance you could get discovered if you roll poorly. Fair warning.
But yeah, 4 of us
I'll let it ride
tonight
for now.
are
Okay.
gonna head to the captain's quarters and see what's
I'm
going
gonna cut
on.
your fucking
Who's
shins,
the 4th?
little bitch.
The elf.
Emerald?
She seemed okay with the idea.
Drunken, weird knife, big box.
Yeah.
It's not really a knife. It's definitely
It's
like a sword.
Fucking
shield.
ring blade. Tira almost.
The girl with the ring blade.
That girl with that ring blade. That girl with the ring blade. I'll take the help. The more numbers we have, the better. We're definitely still outnumbered on this ship.
I'd probably at least be able to get you over to the captain's quarters. He trusts me pretty much explicitly, being that I'm with the church.
That's good.
Lord sendeth.
We're heading out there tonight.
What time?
Dark. Like, what do you want?
That's a good question.
Our clock's a thing.
Moonfall, witching hour, 1/2
Witching hour sounds good. But I'll have to go inform the others that witching hour sounds good. That she didn't laugh, I just couldn't keep that together. Deja's not laughing right now. She says a witching hour sounds good. Now.
Where
I'm
are
gonna
the
give
other
you that
two?
too.
If we're going to be doing this, I've got to know who's on the site.
Elf's getting plastered, goblins in a box. They're both still in the cargo hold, I think.
It sounds like an awesome song.
Elf's named Emerald.
Elves getting plastered, goblins in a
Figures
box.
Elves Getting Plastered would be a band name. Goblins in a Box would be a
is the
song.
No,
Yeah.
Elf's Getting Plastered, Goblins in a Box would be the album.
That's the band name. Maybe that's their.
That's
Witching-
Magic Missile!
No.
Witching
I was
Hour.
about to say maybe that's their debut, and it's a self-titled.
Yeah, it's a
album.
self-titled
There you
album. So anyways, yeah, I guess we're gonna go head down to the cargo hold again.
Okay.
Perception check to see if we're followed down there. Can I roll that?
You absolutely can.
I'm looking for Grix. I'm looking for Grix-shaped holes in the wall. 23! 23! 23! Fortress of Solitude never fails!
Are you making any attempts to be stealthy?
Shaped holes.
We're doing our best to look like what we're doing is normal and we belong in the cargo hold. At
Just
least
pick up a
Deja does.
barrel and start
Okay.
hauling it down
That's-
there. What do you mean?
I mean, if there's any barrels on the deck of the ship, we could do that, yeah. Are there any?
No.
No? Yeah. We're just gonna look like we belong down there.
Okay.
Take a broom.
Actually,
So,
hang
so
on.
what confident? Head high. Look like you know what you're doing. They won't question you.
I got this.
So,
That little
you walk down into
Just
the
a
cargo.
normal face.
You walk down into the cargo hold. Emerald is still there. Emerald, you are on your 4th or 5th drink. What would
I'm
you say?
actually not continuing to drink.
Okay.
I am continuing to drink, but I have not made my way through the second bottle.
Okay. So, and
I would,
toward
I would
Soft
also like to
snoring.
say, if at all possible, this is like, this is definitely like Legolas, where it's like 30 glasses in. I think it's beginning to affect me. Like,
See? I told you the elf couldn't handle this liquor.
Yo, he dead!
I respect the commitment to that. You could have hit your head on that wall and we'd be tattooed. Tattooed!
Alright. So, allow me to go get a drink. and we will
Please
proceed.
do. Would you give me some more of the OJ, not the purple stuff, please?
Sure.
Jesus Christ, you just became the waitress. Barmaid, please!
I'm sipping on some wee-wah, so I don't know what you
Wee-wah.
bring me the nearest bar, wench! I'm thirsty!
Get yourself, you right fuck.
Another Boom! Just
I
smack
like this drink.
smacks the coffee mug on the floor. Another.
Everyone, get in here.
Fuck off! Shut up!
Alright, listen here, you nightmare piece of shit!
Hey, don't knock over my water, please.
Your wee wah. He who wee
Please do
wah.
not knock over my wee wah. I'm very thirsty.
Listen here, you
I'm very-
proportion dendrophiles!
I'm very
I'm gonna
fucking.
string you up by your fucking foreskin until gravity gives you a botched circumcision!
Alright, lad, this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna put you through, you're gonna see a squid. If you don't get a boner, you're in.
What the fuck?
The Space Wolf screening process is really weird.
What the fuck?
Oh fuck, just
Did I just
in.
walk in, dude?
Ah! Great job, lad. You want your armor now?
Just give me the wolf and blood.
Godfather willing.
All father, that's it.
I like that he sounds like Father Anderson. Do you think if I cut one open with my knife, it would bleed Lucky Charms?
I hate that. All I'm asking is that you do it quickly.
Listen, stout leg, I've got ears longer than your dick. Don't fuck with me.
That's really sad if you're a half elf.
Time for a bowl of me favourite cereal, Count Chocolate. Thank you.
You got me a present.
God, I need to rewatch Hellsinger Bridge to
So what can I do for you?
So good.
Great, now
What
we
can I do for you?
Great, so now we can
Can
start
I-
playing on level 1. Level what?
Can I be 100% real? I stopped after episode 4 not because I didn't enjoy it, but because I was getting the realization that, like, if I keep watching this, I will literally never get to actually appreciate the anime ever again. Because that's me
That's
with...
fair.
That's me with DBZ Abridged. There are things where I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, that's what happened in Dragon Ball. Wait, no,
At least
No,
I have, at least
nope.
I have you, Tom.
Hold on.
that
No.
was the abridging. Can we talk about how good the song was that they played when Gohan killed Cell?
I just want to say, I also reached that. I wanted to say this before you continued with DBZ. I also got to that point where I realized I would not appreciate Hellsing for real, and it was the fucking "Say my name" as she's dragging the bitch across the wall.
Can I just say...
Say my name.
Can I just say that moment, and then the fight between Alucard and Anderson, and then the end of that fight
Yes.
are two of the best scenes in that whole anime, and I can say with pretty much 100% certainty that even knowing what happens and having seen the abridging, you would love those moments. God, are they good.
Fucking God.
Also, as a homo, one of the only straight romances I've ever given a shit about.
What was the one butler's name?
Walter.
Thank you, Walter.
Walter.
Walter, what's the budget for? Thank you,
Oh.
Walter.
Another powerful moment is
Bitches
when
love cannons.
Walter comes back young, and no, I'm talking about the actual anime.
Oh.
And there's the like Integra's getting ready to like go onto the airship and everything, and Alucard's sitting there because the conditions have changed, right? Like, this is Walter. Like, do you actually want me to kill him? The scene in the actual anime where she like makes the decision that Walter has to die is also very powerful, I think.
Fuck. Man.
She like snaps her cigar and she's like, "My orders haven't changed. I ordered you to search and destroy, and he's an enemy of the state. Destroy him."
Oofed.
But she says it like as she's like crying because this man basically raised her.
Yeah. Fucking
It's
good
like
shit.
Batman killing Alfred.
Oh,
It's like Batman telling Robin to kill Alfred, more like.
right.
Dear Batman, I came in your cowl.
I also think
Shut the fuck up. Whoa, shut the fuck up. Like, major shut the fuck up.
I also think as ridiculously Mary Sue overpowered as Alucard is, that the fact that he abides Integra's commands is one of the coolest things, like, just ever. I don't know. I really like the idea of, like, I have borderline divine powers, but, like, I have a set of principles, and this woman orders me around.
I have a job.
I'm employed.
Yeah. If I
In the
don't, I will
contract.
be jobbed.
In any case, so
Being a
I-
poor god isn't fun.
I put some food in the microwave, so we're gonna have to interrupt this in a second, but we can continue.
Wait, just one more thing. Another moment that gets me in the abridging where it's like, I'm gonna remember this every time I watch this again, because I've seen a couple of scenes that take place later, is when he kills, when he's killing, what's her name? What's her name?
Get there.
Huh?
Get there. Get there.
What'd she do?
She's the one with the gun, and she's got the whole, like, motif with them.
Check your privilege.
Yeah.
Rip Van Winkle.
Rip
There we
Van
go.
Winkle. Yes.
My boss was a woman. I was a chick in the 40s.
Not a single being on earth can describe my sexuality.
It's when he's not in control. That's his sexuality. I'm attracted to women who tell me what to do. Anyways.
And guns. He also has a sexual attraction to his guns.
Yeah, but it's, you know, and this one, it's kind of filthy. It's not like Dante.
I'm at half mast right now. I need this.
You were right.
Also, a scene that's less abridged than you think it is him walking in like SR-71 Black.
I know you thought. Did you even read my Christmas list?
I'm so sorry that I've derailed this. I love Hellsing so much.
I need to watch this now, like the proper anime.
It's pretty. It's the proper anime is actually really good.
So
I need to watch through it as well.
we've
Moving
arrived at
on,
the cargo
we're in
hold
the
again.
cargo hold. The elf is continuing to drink, and Twerp is taking a nap.
Still on her second bottle.
So, you see Deja come back in with a woman that you've only seen in passing. Who? What does Dana look like?
Anyone follow
I
us?
thought that was you for a second.
No one has
You
followed you.
suspect some guttural bestial noise to
Dana
emanate from me.
is 5'5". She usually dresses in like, if clergy clothing could be made pragmatic, pretty much that.
Okay.
She's definitely of what one could consider a Caucasian descent, but is mildly suntanned.
Shadamoka?
The things that really point her out as what people call the God Chosen is her shining silver hair and glowing gold eyes. No irises, no pupils, it's just gold.
Nice.
Shot of mocha.
So,
Sup, choir girl?
You can't escape it.
I really can't. Anytime I play any kind of divine character, I'm not escaping choir person. Choirman.
you're gonna play a Warforged cleric at one point, and it's like, oh hey, what's up, choir bot?
As Dana
will,
begins
yeah.
talking to
It's the church
Emerald,
organ.
Deja walks over to
That's it.
Twerp's
I'm making
box
a
and just
Warforged
kicks it.
I'm making Warforged champion who's got fucking organ pipes. His war cry is an organ.
That would be so fucking cool.
I'm so sorry
Witness
that
me.
you got derailed there. Let's try and stay on track.
Yeah, Twerp got
Sorry.
punted
That
out
was
of the
the
box.
coolest
Not
idea.
punted out of the box, just you received an additional rude awakening.
If you don't do that, I will 100% steal it.
Fuck me, I guess.
Moving on with the campaign.
I'm listening
Moving
to
on,
you,
please.
Tyler.
Please listen.
Deja kicked Twerp's box.
Keep
Fuck,
moving
God.
this cable. Please
She like
stop.
slams her fist on the box.
You want?
This is the stowaway.
Why? The side of the box pops out and then a goblin
get that.
face. What the fuck are you?
Leave it for a minute.
What the
It's
fuck
a
are
noodles.
you?
I
This
don't
is
the same
the
as
stuff.
you, but it's quite obvious. You're a goblin and you're a stowaway. Why are you here?
That doesn't answer my question. What the fuck are you?
Told you she was a bastard.
You snitched on me.
Tell you what, I'm
She's
taller
in.
than you. Answer my question.
Did she,
I mean,
did she tell you who I was? Did she tell you I was here?
taller doesn't account for much.
Hey, hold on. Did you fucking snitch on me?
Yes.
I thought we were cool.
We never once established that.
I'm gonna take your fucking niece.
Well, hold on.
I don't think you
I
will.
think I'd call it a difference between snitching to rat someone out to authorities and snitching to rat someone out to a co-conspirator.
You can call me Lady Twerp of Whiskey Barrel. I stowed away on this ship because I don't like being still. Is that
Hi.
enough for you?
I didn't
Don't
realize
ask
I
her
was
about
in the
any of
presence of a noble. Toast to that. Not that I needed any permission.
Don't ask her about any of that. None of it.
No, please do.
No. I'm warning you. It
I have a
will not.
long, illustrious history.
It's not important to what we're here for.
My lineage goes
Got that,
back
Emma?
for generations.
Huh?
Shut there.
No
My
cards.
spell cards.
Spell cards. It's just pages to a song that I'm.
I'm gonna meep it real with the chief. She was talking about the alcohol.
I'm a meep it real.
Oh.
I'm a meep it real with you, Chief. Is that what you just said?
Alcohol.
This is the only legitimate cargo on the ship.
Dana picks it up.
I mean, I don't know that that's the only stuff, but I kind of. I stopped there. I mean, I didn't want to pry open too many more crates and.
We pried open enough. We know there's nothing on the ship except that refiner and the stuff behind that wall.
Well, there's got to be food somewhere. We've been
Hey, I
eating.
was here.
And then, yeah.
I mean, we've got food stores up in the mess. And
Maybe-
she takes a big swig of the whiskey and then hands it back to Emerald.
Yeah, whatever. That's cool. I didn't have my mouth on that first or anything, but that's cool.
I literally can't get sick.
Your fucking name's not on it anywhere.
Please don't take
She
my
pulls
cheese.
out another bottle and uses her thumbnail to scratch her name into the label.
Now you're taking necessary precautions. Can we get back to why we're here?
I mean,
Right, we're gonna We're gonna interrogate the captain.
Stab.
We're going to talk to the captain, and the nature of that talk may escalate quickly depending on the answers he gives.
Woo!
don't-
I like escalation.
We don't know yet that the captain is at fault. You know what? She shuts the door to the cargo hold. Just for safety's sake. No one listens to this.
Twerp covers her ears.
I guess if we get attacked, like,
This fucking goblin's gonna be the end of me. That's out of character, not...
Hey man, if you die, I get your stuff.
you can listen, Goblin. It's okay.
Thank you.
You are a part of this conversation.
Nice.
You're-
So, who do I get to
Physically.
stab?
You're a
Strikingly,
necessary part of
goblins
this
aren't most
conversation.
part of most conversations.
You've been here the longest. You probably have been on this ship longer than any of us.
What did you
But
ask?
We were saying that we were going to have a talk with the captain, and the
Right.
answers he gave would determine how the conversation went. That does not mean we go in stabbing.
Not right away, but you know.
I mean,
You know.
If stabbing can be avoided, I'd really appreciate it. I've got enough to deal with in the
I
week
just
and
met you and you
fucking
scare me.
day.
Your opinion doesn't matter.
We're not planning to stab him.
I mean, that's not.
I'm planning to stab him.
Don't.
You're not coming to the meeting then.
I'm not gonna stab him when we walk into the room, no. All I'm saying is in my line of work, if someone reaches for their belt, it's usually not good.
Okay,
So
well,
if he
hold on.
doesn't reach for his belt, you don't stab him.
Let's put in this
Deal.
No, actually, don't. Let's be more specific. As long as he's not part of those barrels, he's cool. If he's part of those barrels, we get answers. Then we tie him up, and you can poke him a couple times. Just not to death. Is that cool? We good with that?
I'll take it.
I
Okay.
don't trust her intimacy with human anatomy to know what's legal.
Shake
and
on
what
it?
isn't.
Can we please avoid the stabbing if that's absolutely necessary?
I mean, that's as good as we're gonna get.
Can't you do some fancy mumbo jumbo? You look magic.
I mean, I'm a trained
What gave it
healer.
away?
I can do that, yes.
I don't
but
know
I've got
the-
more
the-
important uses for it than patching up the dagger work of a shite goblin.
Well, I have the
I'll
mundane.
bite your fucking ankles. You watch your mouth.
I-
We'll punt you off the side of the ship.
If you still got a leg to do it with.
I, as a person, can't stop laughing, so I can't make any reasonable argument in character.
I've lost far better teeth for much worse legs.
That's a fucking powerful goblin feeling.
Wow!
Do goblins regain teeth?
Oh yeah, goblins grow teeth all the time.
Holy shit. That's a goblin mood and a half.
Dana is visibly taken aback. Just
I have the mundane medicines if you'd rather not practice your magics.
I won't kill him. How about that?
You know
Hey,
what? After what you just said,
You
Fine.
have my word as a delegate of Whiskey Barrel.
son of a bitch, you can't go one sentence without pissing me off more.
I hope I'm more agreeable.
Wait.
She flips her off,
Come on, it's
big middle finger,
a thief thing.
and says, "So, tonight, witching hour, we're heading to the captain's quarters.
Gotcha. I'll be
I
there.
wanted to make sure that was clear. Dana raised a good point. We didn't establish a time.
Will do.
So what time?
Witching hour.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Moon
know.
high.
I mean, I'm not a moron.
I just said it and you asked again.
Also-
I didn't hear you.
Make sure
Ears
you're not.
notwithstanding,
You've got ears fucking big enough.
my ears probably put me at your height, but measured properly, I'm 5'1".
Your ears are a full 6 inches above your head.
They're actually longer than that, but they're angled backwards.
Holy fuck!
Every single elf that Amy makes is a Warcraft elf.
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You keep forgetting that Cora's ears are like that too.
Yeah, I know. I choose not to think about it because it's weird.
I got like big fan-like goblin ears.
I like those.
Yeah, the ones that kind of droop out to
They're
the side.
straight out the
Yeah.
head and kind of
Yeah, kind of droopy. I'm not a huge fan of the
like Shrek
super-
ears, but folded over rather than like cylindrical.
More just kind of like long elephant ears, kind of just less flappy.
Less flesh to.
Chihuahua,
Yeah.
but on the side.
Yeah. Chihuahua, but slightly longer and yeah, but on the side.
So we
They
have
droop
the
just a
plan.
tad. Yes, yes.
Don't show up drunk. Don't show up as drunk as you are now.
I mean, I'm really not that intoxicated.
Then don't show up drunk.
I'll try not to become increasingly more intoxicated.
Don't go in stabbing him.
That doesn't mean I won't drink.
Cross my heart with one of her daggers.
You're right. This is as good as we're gonna get.
I told you, I've met their type.
Here's this for terms. Don't come in too drunk that you can't perform the job.
I
Come
don't
in
know
with
that
your
I've ever
dagger
been that
already
drunk.
out. Don't come in with the goblin already dead.
I don't
Deal.
have
I mean,
have a
I'm-
sheath for this one.
I'm a bard. I'm better
That's a big one.
intoxicated. Though
Yeah,
again,
that's a big one for you at least.
Yeah.
That's
So I'm
like
gonna give you that. I just wanted.
Nowhere.
oh,
probably smart not to ask questions.
I would like to point out this whole time, like, Emerald's chest is still with her. Like,
She
We're
just
not
hauled it-
asking questions. You said we'd get stabbed.
She hauled
No.
it down there with her.
I mean, but what I'm saying is, like, she didn't even leave it in her room.
Okay.
She hauled it down there with her.
Right.
Just-
It's like two of these stacked on top of each other this long. And she's going out of the way to.
To your credit, it is smaller than I thought it but was, because when I pictured a chest, I pictured like the fucking master chests in like Zelda.
Trunk.
So
I've got a box that I used to store my Legos that is the exact size that you're referring to.
Yes.
You're just
I'm just pointing it out because
she still has it.
it-
She didn't leave it anywhere.
right.
Ever.
I felt like that was a detail worth mentioning.
Gotcha.
It is. Deja doesn't have her stuff on her. She has a whole ass fucking like a pack of adventuring shit, but she's not got it on her at the moment. It's in her like at the end of her bed, basically.
Whatever Twerp's got on her is what she has.
In the fucking box. On
Yeah.
the way out, she like has her pillow under her arm.
Wait, no.
I
No,
will
she
say.
leaves the pillow. That was stolen too.
I will say, Twerp does have a hat that she wears. Not
Big ol'
it's not the bicorn anymore.
It's not.
I've changed it. I'm going with her original stuff. I probably should have mentioned this when I was describing the character. Her original costume was just kind of a semi-tattered, like black leather, like duster. That's a little too long for her, cause short. And like like a plague doctor hat. Just like a super wide brim,
Big hat
simple
Logan.
hat. Yeah, the whole point is when she closes up the buttons on the coat and wears the hat, you can't really tell that it's her. That's the whole point. So she does stow. She has her grappling hook across her chest, and she stows the cushion in the hat.
lovely.
Very good.
It
So-
fills the hat out and gives it its shape.
Yeah,
So we have the plan.
absolutely.
Deja leaves. She's returning to her ship duties.
I second that. And Dana leaves.
All right. So this is a normal day of work for you guys. You don't try and do anything.
I never got confirmation. What was that?
What the fuck?
Yep.
Deja realizes about an hour
Actually,
into her.
I'll roll bardic lore.
Okay.
9.
9 on die.
Yeah.
14.
Elf.
Ow.
Visually,
Elf.
Dana is in fact a half elf. However,
She got
You-
fucky eyes.
You really haven't seen anything. You really haven't seen anything else anything like her outside of like what you've just experienced now. What you can guess from stories that you've heard is that she might be touched by divinity, in some way. And if you had to take a guess,
Do I have any more information than what has been given, like, just, like, maybe not directly to me, but at the table thusly far, that me, Amy, the person, would know?
I'm just trying to think of what to give you with a 14.
Gods.
Deja realizes about an hour into her Shipley duties that she didn't eat and is hungry.
Okay, how about this? You
You
don't know
break
what
this-
she is, but you have heard of
You
her.
get cold eggs.
You reckon that, like, tales about the godchild have been
Preserved
talked
eggs.
about have been talked about in bars across the world. You're traveling with someone who's relatively famous.
What was
I
no,
can't,
the little...
I can't necessarily
Okay.
tell you what she is, but I know, roughly who she is as a bard by profession.
Uh-huh.
You didn't roll bardic lore on the drawing I held up for you, did you?
No, I guess I could have.
I was just wanting to make sure I did not give you information you were supposed to have, or that you didn't receive information you were supposed to receive, rather.
Yeah, bardic lore can literally only be rolled to recall knowledge. It can't be used in place of a skill.
Okay.
But I can learn basically
I have
anything
a much
from it.
longer
Alright.
joke that ends in that very
But you know, she's famous. The church thinks she's super duper important. But
God stuff, gotcha.
yeah, not really my thing.
Me neither.
That's it. That's all I got for you. I don't know shit, Chief.
That's fair. I'm gonna go back in the box. I got a date with a wheel of cheese.
Just like a whole.
Got a hot date with a cold cheese.
Please never say those words again.
Just a whole wheel.
See how big this fucking mouth is?
I mean, I just
You want to see me eat the cheese?
honestly yes.
I'm
Twerp,
just...
Twerp proceeds to excitedly dig the cheese out from under the cushion she was laying on and fit the entire small wheel in her mouth.
Intriguing,
Before struggling to sink her teeth into it and
but
chew it.
highly disturbing.
I want to make you roll a skill check, but I have no earthly idea what skill I could make you roll.
Hey,
Athletics.
hey, she is a fucking pro at eating.
Athletics.
There is no check you could make me roll that would make Twerp any worse at eating than she is.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are fascinated for 1d4 rounds, Emerald.
I bit a dude's whole hand off once.
Yeah. I'm just impressed. I mean, I can down a whole 40 in like one go, but I mean that
Let's
about,
see it.
that tracks.
I could eat the 40.
She hands Torf a glass bottle.
Oh my god.
no.
So the camera pans away from this scene as you hear a sickening crunch of Twerp fitting the glass bottle in her mouth and then biting down on it.
Twerp, you chip a couple teeth and you lose one, but this
Oh, hold on, I have a thing for that. Sweet! Picks it up, immediately turns it into a necklace.
Sweet!
of course you
So-
You
do.
can see she has 3 more.
Can I also roll bardic lore? Are all goblins this scrappy, or is it just uniquely Twerp?
Sure, go ahead.
Because I feel like they can't be, right?
You know those charts that are like feral
19 total.
bastard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This truly is a goblin told about in legend.
You've heard of goblins doing some fucking crazy things. However,
Taking a whole glass bottle in their mouth.
However, almost all of all of the stories that you heard could very well have been of this goblin. Like,
truly
because-
have met a goblin of legend.
Because
Legendary.
every single goblin you've interacted with they've all had their foibles and their craziness, but
But it's like one or two.
yeah.
She's all of them at once.
Yes.
This thing lives it.
I have a question about the captain that I neglected to ask sooner.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
I had pointed out that I had accosted everyone on the ship with my wanted poster, my girl missing. That included the captain. He also had not seen her.
No.
Hmm.
He what he said specifically at the time was, no, I can't say that
No.
I've seen
I
him.
do
I've
not
ever seen
know
her
this
before.
girl.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm fed up with this girl.
Just covering all my bases here.
I have not seen her. I have not.
Okay.
So a normal day passes minus what occurs in the cargo hold.
Completely unrelated question, Amy. What if an NPC were to lie to someone, and I'm not
Seen
saying
her.
this has
I've
just
not.
happened. And
Hypothetically.
hypothetically, would I roll that NPC's deception against like how does that work?
I'm gonna pretend this line of questioning isn't happening for character knowledge purposes.
You know, I don't have a straight answer for you. I know that
Would it be deception against class DC?
no, your class DC is for class features. It's a DC like fighters have their own like. You know how sorcerers get you have like your bloodline spells and stuff that you can only cast so many times a day. Fighters also get focus abilities. The DC for those is their class
Gotcha.
DC.
Okay. Well, stop. I'm not trying to fuck with it. Really, I'm not. Is there a sense motive or?
I don't see a sense motive. Would it be an opposed deception check, maybe?
No, it's not opposed. There are no opposed checks in 2E that I know of. They kind of like intentionally did that by design.
Acrobatics, Arcana, Athletics, Crafting, Deception, Diplomacy, Intimidation.
I guess it would be.
types
I
of
would guess
war.
it would be like the NPC's deception against your deception DC.
I actually don't mind this game being one where we keep the books out for a little while because we still don't know exactly how it works, but I can get an answer for you real quick because I've got the skills tab.
Please do. I'm legitimately
That's good.
curious about it.
Skills.
Sklibs.
All of this, I do want to very much stress, completely unrelated.
I promise.
No, for real.
I believe you, and even if I didn't believe you, I would not run with this being knowledge that Deja had for character knowledge purposes. This is a new system.
You try to fool someone with an untruth. Doing so takes at least one round or longer if the lie is elaborate. You roll a single deception check and compare it against the deception DC of every creature you're trying to roll.
Okay.
So it would be against your whatever your perception is plus 10.
Whatever perception is plus 10?
Yep, but whatever your perception bonus is plus 10 would be what the NPC theoretically lying to you would have to roll against.
Okay, so
Okay.
now we know.
So it,
Interesting. Want
if
to just
you're-
roll this? I'm kidding.
if you're good at seeing things, you're also good at knowing when people are lying.
I mean, that makes sense.
I think that's cool.
Let me throw this away.
Can't see shit, Captain.
So would that
I'm more focused on the lying part.
would that count for pretty much anything you rolled as an opposed check? Is it perception?
Yep, there are no opposed checks. It would be like whatever the relevant skill is versus whatever the relevant DC would be, because there are like,
Dude, that's fucking awesome. Send that to me later.
what is that? Oh,
What
Autumn.
is-
that's cool.
Oh,
The corner
shit.
cosplay's happening. It will happen someday.
Automata.
Yeah. The DM as well.
So can you give me an example of something that wouldn't be
Go
plus
nuts.
perception?
No
it would be
mods,
plus
no
something
gods.
else. Because it seems like it would just be 10 plus perception for pretty much anything.
No mods, no gods. So
with-
can't have nice things.
With
Have an unfortunate
combat
ones.
maneuvers,
I can believe it.
it's against
Uh,
either
no,
their athletics
For some
or their
reason,
acrobatics,
unfortunately, I was
depending
looking
on the
for new
maneuver, and
moderators for
sometimes
some
they
of
get
the
an
boards,
option.
which are
So it would
safe
be
for
whichever one
boards.
is better.
And Code, which is
Um,
comics and cartoons. Was
that's
just
the only
full
one I
of
can think of off the
screaming
top of my
pepes that just
head.
said no gods, no mods.
What if
no
someone were
gods.
trying to intimidate you? Would that be
This is why
against
we can't
perception
have
as
nice
well?
things
still?
because people were posting
That's a good
porn
question,
on a
let's
blue
find
board.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
If someone were trying to intimidate you, what would you do?
Hmm.
I will find the answer for you in a minute, but we can continue the game and I can just give you the
Okay.
answer.
So if you guys
will save?
if you guys don't do anything, you guys don't go out of your way to have anything strange happen. You don't do
I-
anything. You just work your shipley duties.
I really can't.
As normal a day as Deja could
You
have
hide
on
in the
ship.
cargo hold.
Yeah, I am needed to be hidden right now.
Torque,
So-
take a fucking nap.
So
Twerp eat a cheese.
It
I
is-
know he ate a cheese.
it's late. It's later in the day. Like the sun is starting to dip below the clouds, and sunset, it's honestly rather beautiful. Like the storm rages below, and there's the distant sounds of thunder, as there often is, but it's very nice. Dana, you were on the ship's deck, and
You would do a will DC, so it would be your will bonus, like your will save
okay.
bonus plus 10.
you were on the ship's deck, and you're working on something, cleaning something for just for the sake of argument, and Taran and one of his buddies walks up, and he says, "Yep. So how you finding yourself today?"
It's fine. Normal day. Normal duties.
But
Jamie
your
got a
eyes-
burn off one of the steamers. It's like the third time this trip.
I keep telling him to be careful, and he just won't fucking listen. He's not like you.
It's not his fault. He's got crump hands.
It's not his fault he's got goblin brain.
I'd like
Hey.
to
Hey now.
my associate and I, and his associate waves. You know that this is a man. That this is a man who
This man's name is Bardock.
his name.
Vegetator.
Excuse me. His name is Kara.
Good morning, Crow.
Kara and I, we'd like to make you an offer. Yeah, we'd we don't typically get people of your quality, on this ship. We get all sorts, like the swordswoman. She's fine, but she's nothing to write home about. Yeah, nothing to write home about.
Hear that, bitch? You're white bread.
Damn.
Wow.
Good thing Deja's not there.
You were a spice, you'd
so
be flour.
Glad I get to be a player where I don't have to try and stifle laughter.
I'm laughing right now. Anyways,
Well, here we are.
gallery. Anyways, so
The Goblin Gallery.
either that or we get types like the elf who all they do is drink and they do decent work, but they don't care.
Sourdough.
Lowest common denominator.
Hey yo, can I roll my sailor lore and see how decent my work actually was?
In a minute.
Hey yo, Pepperone, I did a better job than you.
The answer was 12. I did 12 good.
Decent.
I think that's decent.
12 whole work.
I did 12 works this week and a half.
But we don't get people who really care. We don't get people who do a ton of useful things. I'd like to make you a more permanent offer. How would you like to serve on this ship? I'd give you pay. More at least than a lot of these. The lot of these are having.
Hear that,
You mean-
bitch?
You mean aside from me, right? Yes, of course, aside from you.
White bread.
He turns around and winks.
It looks at Dana.
We'd give you pay. We'd look after you. Traveler like you pays to have a group behind you.
I do really appreciate that, gentlemen. It does mean a lot. You don't get a lot of good job offers around here, but I've already got people behind me. The church. I can't just go leaving them. They literally will not let me.
I understand.
I do greatly appreciate
Yikes.
that. And
Taryn will remember that.
Oh yes, sponsored by Telltale.
I thought that I would let you know if you wanted more permanent employee. You were of course welcome.
I do appreciate the consideration. If I find anyone else who'd be looking for maybe seeking to leave the church or just get out and the word for a while, I definitely send them your way.
Thank you. Well, let's go. Let's go. You've got something you're doing, and it's late.
I feel bad that I keep doing this.
You Gar, I
Just don't
trust
open
you
it
to watch the
upside
wheel,
down
right?
again.
And he nods. Because the captain spends a lot of time just in, around his quarters, but a lot of the time he spends, doing, just basically navigational duties and making sure that the ship continues to be like, he corrects if the winds blow you guys in a direction. And there's never not someone on the wheel. Kara is his second in command.
Good man.
So, they go. And the crew falls asleep aside from the people who are assigned to work the night, which
Yeah, night shift's
is
pretty easy.
they all look gaunt and like sunken.
An almost literal skeleton crew.
Yeah, it's actually about 3 people. Like 3 people, 2 like Kara and then 2 other guys who just they don't
Make
really
sure
know
the
much.
ship doesn't fall to the storm.
Yeah. But I'm so sorry. It's okay. We're gonna go to 9, and we're going until 9, by the way.
We've got the skeleton crew. That's what they look like.
Oh wait, I mean, you guys are cool with that too. Rather, you guys are cool with that, right? Because
That's where we were supposed to go to, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I
Five
just
to
kind
nine.
of assumed that was what
Yeah.
was happening.
No.
All right,
good.
because I mean,
I've already given up on that. So yeah,
Yeah, I got 2 monsters for tonight. I'm good.
fuck it.
all right.
I've worked through less sleep.
I just want to make sure because, like,
Where the fuck is the 20? There it
As
is.
soon as I start driving, though, I do wanna say something about that later.
sure we can reschedule.
No. It's something that has to do with work. I just don't need to talk about that now.
Okay.
Since D&D.
Anyways, so comes time till it's getting close to 12 o'clock, aka the witching hour.
Moon high.
Moon high.
It's high moon.
Hold on.
Fucking
I
damn
have
it.
to take a big sippy of Weewa.
I will take a big sippy of odd.
Jesus fucking dick.
That's a goblin sip right there.
Beverage.
I was thinking about that at work the other night and I nearly shat my pants laughing.
Sorry, I think I need to piss. What?
It's the door in the middle.
I
not right or
know! I thought you were telling me it was occupied. I know where it is. Okay.
left. Beverage. Hey, what can I get you to drink? I'll have a beverage. What do you want on your sandwich? Some fucking ingredients? You want beetroot? You want fucking beetroot?
I asked for 3 fries!
I have 3 large fries! And I got 100 little ones!
Please continue.
We're waiting on Declan.
Yeah, Declan's taking the pee.
Declan's having a big pee-pee.
Beverage.
Declan's not having a beverage. That is not what that is. You can shut your goddamn mouth.
Oh, man.
White fucking bread.
If you were seasoning, you'd be flour.
White fucking
I
bread.
asked for 3 large fries! Gave me 100 fucking little ones!
I like that he walked in the Karen stance with the like single finger raised and like leaning for a walk.
You're one haircut away from a manager.
You're one child in tow away from an upset McDonald's worker who goes home contemplating
I don't
life.
know if I lost any dice in
I
that.
feel like I
It
saw
didn't look
some
like you
fall.
I feel like I lost one.
Now
or
we
two.
can continue though.
Anyone-
Yes.
Would you
so
like to super glue 2 dice together?
it's around 1. So it's around
If you
11:30,
find any, let me know.
and Deja,
Oh.
you are still like. I don't know if you go to sleep and just set and just like I don't know. I almost said set an alarm,
Oh, dude, I love these ones.
but
Sentry Skull, a level 2 spell.
yes. So
She does not sleep beforehand. She's up in anticipation in her room.
yeah,
She's not one of the ones that is scheduled for the night shift, luckily.
it's getting close. It's getting close to time.
Twerp's been sleeping and cheesing all day. And glassing at one point. Go wake the goblin.
Deja can't sneak down there to wake the goblin. Her dex is shit. She doesn't have sneak.
Does she need to sneak?
I mean, there's people working on the ship. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck you going in the cargo hold for?"
I mean, is there anyone working at this late?
Yeah, there is Kara, who is up in the, like, he's up by the ship's, like, wheel and basically just piloting systems, and there's two guys who are just, there's one up in the crow's nest and another lazily just kind of walking the deck. He's like he's just there. He's just a be there guy.
That's what he's good at. Presence.
He dispenses the cubes.
Compared to him, you are
You
nothing.
are nothing.
His job description is body.
Oof. Bobby? Blah!
Please, for Christ's sake, I know it's hard.
Alright, okay. I am asleep in my box. Someone needs to get me. I am asleep. I don't know what time it is.
Did you ever leave the cargo hold, Emerald?
Yeah, I went back to my room and.
Shit. Someone's got to retrieve the goblinoid.
I mean, you could if you just come tell me to do it. I have no reason to believe the goblin would not retrieve themselves.
If they're asleep, they wouldn't know. They didn't set an alarm.
I'm not sitting out here thinking about other people.
Yeah, I forgot
Okay,
to bring
so-
my fucking fantasy phone.
I am, for one, an elf, and secondly, a bard. I'm the most self-absorbed you can possibly be.
Alright, you know what? I'm changing my mind. You know, Twerp's ready.
Twerp slept all day for this.
Twerp may be a piece of shit goblin, but Twerp knows when a job is afoot. Twerp is a professional criminal.
Twerp is presently be cheesed.
No, Twerp after that is cheesant.
No, she is be cheesed, like inside.
Her status.
That went off the side of the deck a while ago.
She's about to, like one of those aerosol cheese cans.
Oh no, that's a terrible.
Through a
book.
fucking noodle cutter.
All right.
I hate
So
this.
at
I hate this, by the
11:50.
way.
I am
At
up,
11:50.
I am ready. I have sharpened my daggers to my best of my ability.
Deja
on my
has,
own teeth.
Deja has acquired Emerald from where Emerald does a
Do
sleep,
I have to
I'm
make a
assuming.
stealth check to meet with them?
No.
Okay, so I meet with them.
It's almost time.
Yep.
Yeah, wake up. Can you get eyes, Dana? Fucking eyes.
Oh. Yeah. Do I know where they are?
Yeah, Dana's
Yeah.
Dana is staying in one of the nicer
Yeah.
rooms. Like there's a just basically a cot that a lot of people have. You barely avoided having a cot, but I imagined you paid a little bit more to not do that.
I go to Dana's room.
Okay.
I knock on the door.
Dana's are knocking your door.
Dana answers
Me,
the
go
door
to.
wearing a different outfit from usual. It looks absolutely not associated with the church whatsoever and has a hood large enough to cover her head.
Oh, so we're talking like a Slayer hoodie.
It's the Thieves Guild armor.
Hi. Yeah. Well, it's
Oh shit! It is go time, isn't
it's
from,
dark
from,
time.
From the shadows. Go time. Let's go. Come on.
I noticed. Stars it out.
Yep. As they do.
What are you, a fucking poet? Let's go.
I'm a fortune teller.
it? This
Let's
goblin
go.
Oh, so
literally.
you're a fraud.
This goblin literally just appeared.
Yeah, just out of the shadows.
And you're a stowaway and a criminal. What of it? And Dana starts walking towards it.
Yeah, at least I have a
Towards the
respectable profession.
So all three of us all four of us rather have a ship deck to cross between us and the captain's quarters, I imagine.
You
Yes.
do. I'm assuming this ship has a mast.
It does not actually.
Oh, okay.
We have to get there somehow.
Give me a minute. So, you know what? Actually, yes.
Okay, please don't.
I want to hold it.
How are you going to sit here when I'm sitting here and pull what's out of this cabinet out?
Like this.
Without revealing
Box.
the entire bottom part. Please stop.
So, I would
Yeah.
like everyone to look away momentarily.
I am hypnotized. Presently.
I am looking.
So,
I'm still trying to get my 3 large fries.
Last for 3 large fries. Give me 100 fucking little ones.
Beverage.
so
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do? Hell yeah. Fucking boat.
So I imagine this was the cargo hold,
Yup.
it is.
and this was the fake wall.
Yes.
Okay.
Beverage.
And I imagine that there were like quarters, like
the quarters are here. And give me a second, because I need to get some models.
Moodlies.
so. Were all of our quarters like here, or is this for like where the captain and other people are?
Actually, the captain's quarters is around here. Yours are over there, still in the lower deck.
Front of the ship.
So over here.
Yeah, front of the ship.
So, like my room would be like
So
here.
we've got stairs to go up, and then we've got a deck to cross.
Yeah. So the rest of the ship, is as. Oh, what are you doing?
It's easier to just give us the exploded view.
That's true.
So you can go ahead and keep talking.
I just hope. No. Okay, never mind. That should probably still be pretty easy to stick back together.
Yeah, this isn't that complicated. You can keep going.
So, the rest of the crew is asleep. A lot of them are really heavy. Sleepers. Yeah. As you all approach the stairs to the main deck, what do you do?
What does the top of the ship look like exactly? Is it just a flat deck?
Can you
The
hand
top of
me
the ship
model?
is mostly flat.
You got a
However, there
you got
are.
Pyro over here if you want to use that.
Yeah, Pyro would be a better fit.
No, Pyro's me.
Okay.
No.
You're using
There we
Cora?
go. Yeah.
Okay.
Until I get a model for her.
And then Gabo.
Which, man, I have so many models I need to get. I need to get Newcaster. I need to get Dana.
So,
To make it work.
the top of this boat is fairly flat. However, there are some raised sections where there are like little shrouds for cannons. And like there's only 2 on the ship. You know, it's pretty modest. Aside from that, and a like kind of as this is, there's a wooden grid that goes into the lower levels. Fairly flat. When you look out, which your entrance would be about here.
Oh, there's a boy there.
Yeah, there is the other guy whose job is basically patrol around and make sure nothing bad is happening.
So there's like a stairway up instead of like the ladder up through the hatch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which also I wanted to point out. I said there was no mast earlier. That's not entirely true. It just doesn't have a sail, but there is a crow's nest.
So there was a pole.
There is a pole. Yes.
All right.
There's just not multiple poles to be run across.
So
There's
it's
like
where-
single pole.
It would be like where these are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only need 1 pole.
There's a pole right there. Your exit is right there. That's where, and if you look up there, you see Kara behind the wheel.
Well,
So
wouldn't he be
weird.
up here?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Wheelant.
Would he be able to see us from up there?
No,
Not unless we like jump up above the railing.
Yeah, no.
no, he would not be able to see you from up there.
Okay, so
he's
Kara
watching
has
the
no way of
sky.
noticing us, so unless we're loud or overtly suspicious, we're fine. We do need to worry about Mr. Deckhand, though.
Because we have to get from here to here.
So what do you do?
I don't think going for a straight sneak would be a good idea, because one of us would flub the stealth roll.
Why don't we just tell him there's something weird in the cargo hold?
This guy probably is either close to or trusts the captain enough to be like, nah, that's some shady shit.
We could go one at a time. And then if somebody does flub the roll, they can just explain away had trouble sleeping or some shit.
I'm worried about me because I'm not supposed to be here.
We're gonna do stealth.
Very, actually.
We'll be fine.
Anyone got a bag? In worst case scenario, we just put the goblin in a bag.
I feel like the goblin is the sneakiest out of us. I don't think the goblin needs to be in a bag.
I got a grappling hook.
I also have a grappling hook.
I don't think we need any grappling hooks.
I can trust in my power of persuasion. We'll try and be sneaky. If it doesn't work, I'm pretty likable.
Oh hell. So
What
we're
if
going for
what if I stowed away in that box you got on your back?
Nope, absolutely not.
Fair.
Again, I don't think you need to stow away. We could get caught and you'd still probably sneak off just fine. They'd have to look down to see you.
Flips collar up.
And here we are. I guess we're just going for
Just
it then.
becomes eyes. in a
All
black
right, so
mass.
I'd like whoever's going. I'd like stealth rolls in the order that you guys are leaving.
I'll go out first.
They like you. You go out of the
Hold on. Instead of soldiers trying to sneak by, and then if we get caught, we honestly don't have much to get by us other than I couldn't sleep, and if that happens 4 separate times, it might look a little suspicious. One of us could go out and distract him.
I can do that.
You've been drinking all day.
With what chest?
And
Throw up over the side.
okay. First and second of all, not that drunk. First of all,
They don't know that.
second of all, I swear on my life, the entirety of it, I will fucking kill you.
Dana looks
I
down.
believe
She
you,
is
I respect
noticeably
that.
the bustiest of the 4.
The bustiest of the 4 is in a B cup. We're in danger.
We are tiddent.
Be tidiant.
Big titty.
One.
I believe you, I respect that.
Nah, I can do this.
So are we all going at the same time, or are we going...
It sounds like Emerald is going to go and try and distract this man. So,
What does this guy look like?
he is pretty.
He's green.
How's he built?
He has a club?
He's a pretty average. He's a pretty average-looking dude. Maybe a little on the smaller side.
Colorless.
He looks to be about 24, maybe 20, like in the range of 24 to 26. He's got like he's got this scruffy goatee, and then
How tall is he?
how tall are you again?
I am 5'1".
5'1". Well, he's taller than you. He's about 6 foot. He's about 6 foot even.
Okay.
How did you say he was on the smaller
Right.
side?
He's like he's
He's
a bit of a
lithe.
beanpole.
Oh, he's thin. He's lanky. He's lanky.
Thickened.
Okay. I walk up to him. You're a tall guy, you know. I've seen
Or
a.
you-
Oh, hello.
He looks down.
Oh, sorry.
or
I was
you-
having trouble sleeping, so I thought I'd come out on the deck and watch the stars. But I found you here, so I guess that's somewhat more attractive than the night sky, huh?
Fucking
Really?
wow.
And
Smooth operator.
he's a little taken aback because you can tell looking at his eyes he was really on focusing like a lot, but you have jarred him into a state of consciousness, and now you have his attention. He says, "Well, you know, not everyone always. No, I usually get that."
That's the
I'm
1st
gonna
time
go
I've...
ahead and dash by. 'cause
I
I can't
mean-
listen to this shit.
Okay, roll stealth.
Torques
Roll
is high.
stealth with a nice +2.
I can roll.
Okay, that's a 20 with my +6 and then that +2, so
So,
zoom.
is it 20 total or 20 on die?
20 total.
Okay.
I got a 12.
So
Plus,
where does
plus
that-
my 6 plus that 2, so.
So where does Twerp go?
Yeah.
I was climbing up and running to the quarters to kind of like
Just, like,
stack
straight
up near the door.
Like to here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That also puts the pole between you and them.
That's true
Yeah.
too.
I'm gonna put a thing there so that we remember just a little more clearly.
Yeah, I was gonna stack up and
Just
prepare.
jam the marker.
So yeah. So
Stab it with a knife!
and he says, and you know, I get that from time to time, and might I say, you are just aren't you a fine-looking lass?
There's a rustling on Dana and I's shins, and then we look down and there is no more goblin.
There is a sudden
Yeah, I already knew that.
twerp did what twerp did.
But I
Confident.
I do love hearing it. And yes, I am
Yes, yes.
confident. I'm
Well-
also confident that I know my type. You see, there are a lot of women who like the more built men, but I'm here for a lithe, sort of constructed man.
Ha!
When he laughs is when Deja's gonna go.
Okay. Okay, you get a nice +5.
Well, I rolled a 19, so that's a 23.
Fortress of Solitude!
Never fails! Oh! I'm also gonna hide, like, roughly behind the pole, like, kind of partially. Actually, it'd be easier for us to, like, compact into here if I'm, like, here.
Yeah, he laughs and he says, well, you know, and might I say, I've always been a fan of women on the smaller side, and you Fey folk, if you don't mind me saying.
Hey, I want to say something honestly. I hate this.
You know,
It's a good thing Declan wasn't present for any of Pyra's acquisitions.
You know, him up there, Kara,
What fine
he's
craftsmanship.
he's fine how he is. How's about we go and make this cold night a little warmer?
I don't know why that felt like it hurt me. 'Cause it really
Let's
did.
watch the stars for just a little bit longer, huh? Makes it more romantic that way. Gives a little longer for the whiskey to settle into.
Ha! Aye. And he's got a great big dopey smile on his face.
I need a knife. I need to threaten this girl.
What did you expect? We have a bard, Declan. Excuse me.
You know, I feel like you guys are forgetting she doesn't actually want to fuck him.
No, but
No,
that's
I
what
know.
I'm
It's
saying.
the things that the man are saying is
The
gross.
thing is, she has to earn her tips.
You can go anytime you like, by the way.
Over here,
He's-
church girl.
He's only getting more distracted.
Yeah, he's looking quite pleased with himself, and he looks like he's looking up at the stars, but he is not actually looking at them at all.
Well, son, if you don't pop a boner, you're in.
He didn't get in.
Dana's gonna go.
There it goes.
Okay, so take it with that same +5 that Deja had.
Go, go, go. Gotta go fast. Gotta drop die.
Fucking drop it away.
Stop! Die.
Cease! Roll it like a fucking human being.
16.
We have
Okay.
rerolls if you want something higher than that. We haven't used a single one this session, but we only have 4.
I think we need to.
I think
So
16
perception
okay.
it would be plus. Hang on,
It's against the perception DC, right?
perception DC.
So it's 10 plus that guy's perception.
I see. Okay. All right.
Hey, who's that?
What was that? No, I'm kidding.
What was that noise?
What was that noise?
Must have been the wind.
What was that noise?
He's
Genome soldier.
What was that?
He's
you
preoccupied.
like
You never should have come here.
your footfalls are a little heavy, but he is thinking. He is far and away thinking of something else.
He's just fucking gone.
Gone fucking.
Horny on main deck.
Horny on main deck.
Horny on main deck. That's
Not there. What the fuck?
Why not?
That's inside his quarters.
Oh.
You'd want to be like here.
There we go, yeah.
so. What do you do next? You can tell that based on the rustling because you can hear fairly well.
Big ear.
There's
Fucking nightmare.
like you can tell your friends have moved past. Well, friends is a strong word. Your associates.
Partners. in
Co-conspirators.
crime.
Ah, we're buddies.
She takes his hand and like intertwines fingers
Mhm.
and like pulls him below deck.
Okay. He's he's cracking his neck and he's like
Gotta stretch the old hammies.
Gotta get ready here.
yeah he's like rolling his shoulders
Did
and
he ever give me his name?
and he says,
Grognog.
"Well, do you ask him?
What do I call such a dashing young gentleman?
You can call me Delvin."
Well, Delvin, do you have any rope?
And the chipmunks.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh.
I
Come,
apologize.
Moon-
I'm of a
Moon and Star.
particular taste.
Oh my god.
Come, Moon and Star.
There are waves to shred indeed.
I think there's some on the deck
There are cheeks to shred.
that there wouldn't be any prying eyes noticing it goes missing.
Where is it at on the deck?
It's right there.
Can I hear this?
Yes.
How about you go down and I will grab the rope. And I will be behind you shortly.
All right, but don't take too long.
God.
Oh, I won't.
Oof.
Besides,
Two
got a
pump.
long night ahead of us, and well,
2 pump chump.
let's just say you'll know my name very well by the end of the night.
Shut the ever-loving
Yeah, I'm sure
fuck
we
up,
won't be
Tyler.
going anywhere
2 pump
at
chump.
all.
So, he goes below. You have successfully deceived this man. Normally, I would have made you roll something, but you gave him everything he wanted to hear.
You make me
Alright, she
sick.
cuts a substantial amount of rope from the mast over there. Or where? Well, I guess
That pile there.
Takes a good portion.
Okay.
You make
And
me
what do you do?
sick.
she goes below deck.
Okay.
She meets him in his room.
All right. He's undressed partially. So what do you do next?
I got knives.
I think she's a little tied up at the moment.
So we're not?
What about you lay down for me?
You two are fucking stupid.
It's my first mutiny. What the fuck do you want
Taking the lead.
This ain't my
Fine by
first
me.
rodeo, and if I don't get
Alright, he
something
does.
soon, I'm gonna start stabbing.
Alright.
I know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
She ties him up by the ankles
Bold of you to assume I fear you.
He allows this.
and by the hands.
Uh huh.
So he is now bound,
Yeah,
right?
He got replied to that.
He's now bound. He like
He got
checks it and he says, "So what do you do now?"
This. And then she takes her chest and then just hits him
Thank
over the head.
Fuck.
Oh.
I was waiting for it. Please. Oh god, the agony.
You know, normally I'd say roll an attack roll, but you
He was,
got
This
he
man
was
was-
literally helpless.
This
He's
man
helpless.
was fully convinced.
He was like, he
and
was not
ready.
only like narratively, but mechanically.
This man's
helpless.
guard was so far down it was around his ankles. He's gone.
Twerp.
He's asleep.
Twerp was looking down at his guard, going, "Pff, "Wow."
So,
Fucking god.
I guess roll damage for an improvised weapon.
I don't know what that would be.
Let's just say in this case it's a. You know what? You don't need to.
Fuck it.
He's out. What are we damaging him for?
He's
gone.
out.
Womp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking whoop.
Thwomp.
You whack him over the head, and there's a moment of confusion, like on his face, and like disappointment, and he's out.
You know the guitar twang it
Like-
makes in,
like-
in cartoons? When things get hit?
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah. Like before the chest impacts his face, and then it does, and he's out, and
You lift the
feel
chest
like-
and he's just...
you feel a little bit jostled, but it's nothing. It's nothing that you should be worried about. Probably.
What do you mean by jostled?
Might have killed. No.
Don't worry about. Don't worry about.
Sorry, what's up?
No, like, what do you mean?
She knocked him the fuck out.
There we go.
She tied him up, then took the chunk and fucking yeeted him.
There we go.
Like you feel a little bit as
Here's
though
my excellent
you have
word
been
joke.
shaken, but
Oh well.
It's starting to affect me.
I return to the top deck.
It gives me conditions.
yeah, you can remove his model. He can remove his model.
Took you fucking long enough.
We're about to go on without you.
And, well, I can guarantee you that that guy is not going to be any trouble.
What'd you do?
I beat him over the head with my chest.
Not a girl.
This chest.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Shut
That's
the
gonna cause
fuck
severe
up.
internal damage. I'm gonna have to patch
This
that.
door is locked, I
No,
imagine.
no, you won't. I mean, maybe you will, but you shouldn't.
I just want to ask this question: did you kill him?
No, I hit him over the head hoping to knock
Knocked
him
him out.
unconscious.
Okay.
An unlethal strike.
All right.
Lethal.
So yes,
Leafland.
if you try this door, it's locked.
I got this.
Sounds like some elf shit.
Take the reins.
What would this be?
Thievery, I imagine.
Is there sleight of hand still?
No.
It is
No.
thievery.
This would be a thievery
Okay.
roll.
How the fuck does thievery impose armor check penalty?
Because gloves can be thick.
How'd you do?
I got a 16.
An armor can clank.
Okay. You've picked a lot of locks in your day.
I have.
This is not special.
I pop it.
Yeah.
Put it in my bag. It's mine now.
The
I'm gonna
door,
eat this
like
later.
Skyrim novice.
you you jimmy the lock a couple
Skyrim,
times and it
quick
just
save, level 1 lock.
just comes
pick,
open.
Legendary lock.
and this door is now unlocked.
Quick load.
What do you all do?
Quick load.
Where-
So,
You all go in first.
I second that.
I'll go in first. You follow me.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
I'm gonna peer in, actually,
You don't peer in because your
No.
eyes are fucking glowing.
yeah.
I'm
Deja
imagining
Deja will peer
fucking
in.
flashlight beams.
Someone take a look, make sure he's alone.
I'm gonna crack the door and see what I can see.
All right. Let's just reuse the model. You see the captain laying in his bed.
Hey, I've seen that guy before.
Actually, no, he's not laying in his bed. The captain is sitting at his desk. He looks like he's poring over some kind of like some book of his, and there's a window
Tome.
behind here and the rest of his room, which looks
What you see?
fairly orderly.
Good fucking look.
Doesn't seem like there's anyone in there, but I can't. Like, all I can really see is like this little sliver where I can see the captain, right?
Yeah. Actually, it'd be more accurate to say he's like here.
Back corner.
Beckett.
We can assume he's alone, or I could risk trying to like peek in a little farther and see if anyone's in there, like crack the door more.
All right.
Is that your default animation?
Yeah, I'm gonna peek in farther just to make sure that no one else is in there. Would that be like a stealth roll?
Oh no.
Yes, it would be.
Here we go. Oh, 17.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's go.
Plus your
Yes.
stealth.
No,
Yes.
it was an 18 and it was a 17.
Oh.
I have armor check penalty and no ranks in stealth, and my
Right.
dex is 0.
Fun.
So you open this door a little further, and you can see the rest of his room. There is, like, as I've described, like a bed, a desk. There is another table with like a globe and some like navigational stuff and like bunches and
Captain
bunches of
things.
maps. And there is a chest in this corner that you can guess was probably would probably hold his things.
Is there a receipt from Captains R Us?
Boat depot.
Look, man, what do you want from me?
But there's no people.
No, I was making a joke with the captain, not you.
There's no people.
There's no people.
He is alone in his room.
He is peoplant.
He is alone
Be people
in his room, and he is still up.
Stop.
He's
He's
got this oil lamp
Oh.
burning next to him, lighting his book.
Gypsy too.
Deja looks back to the rest of the group and gives the default, like, military, like,
Hood goes up,
Spam.
eyes are covered.
I forgot how many of my own fingers I had for a second.
I was just thinking of like
And she gets down to one finger and we
Doing
go
Naruto shit.
thinking of that one scene in
So I'm
Zootopia.
in here.
I am going to wait in the doorway behind the three.
Where do you want to be, Tattoo?
It's fucking me up that you're using that model.
Behind the doorway, like inside, just behind the door?
No.
or behind the doorway,
I
like,
mean,
out
if you
here?
three are standing in the doorway, I am behind one of you.
Well,
I
we
am-
are no
I'm-
longer in the doorway. We are through the door. We
Yes,
have
so
barged in.
I am behind one of you being hidden.
So you're here.
Yes.
Okay.
So nobody goes more than 5 feet in?
I mean, I just barged into, like, I guess I could be here.
You barge?
Yeah, because you're the one leading the charge on this.
Oh no.
Oh?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm fucking up.
Wow! Wow!
Oh.
Wow! You just fucking broke Cora's model!
I also am responsible for the only broken Drolish models.
You're not allowed to touch models anymore.
Eat shit. I'll
Yeah,
pay for it.
you're not.
I'll buy you another one.
Anyways,
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It's all right.
Well,
You thought it swiveled too.
rocks fall, emerald dies.
No, the other one does swivel, and that's because I made it swivel, and I tried to do that again, and it did not work out.
anyways, so
I don't think sneaking into this room would be wise.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I think we're barging in.
I'm letting the taller people do the talking before the one who's not supposed to be here shows up.
So yeah, you're you guys are barging into this room. You're not trying to like
Please
sneak in.
place your words carefully. They mean things.
I'm definitely not being loud enough to be heard by the guy who's literally right above us.
Yeah, that is also a thing.
Actually, that's true. Barge
And-
implies we just, like, fucking busted the door down.
And the door is open currently.
Yeah, the door's open. We can walk in presently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
barge was in the sense that we have moved in
You
a
make your
manner that
presence
was
known.
not
Gatipo
fucking
is Adam.
just-
Skyrim
just leave it.
crouching.
You T-pose.
Would that be stealth actually?
No, you're just walking into a room.
Yeah, we're literally just walking in normally.
You're not like intimidating him, you're not sneaking, you're just opening the door and you're entering the room.
Fair. Okay, yeah. So we enter. We just don't fucking like stomp in.
I am hiding presently behind whoever's in the middle there.
This is the like formation we enter in, I assume.
Who's in the middle?
That's Dana.
Okay. I'm behind Dana.
Dana versus Dana, the moon.
What? What?
So when I found out I could do the Hearthstone announcer voice pretty okay, I used to do this joke with my friend in high school who also played Hearthstone, or I would just be like, Jaina versus Jaina versus Jaina versus the moon.
I see.
Everyone, go away.
So the captain has not noticed us. Taran is preoccupied.
Yeah, the captain is preoccupied with his book at the moment.
Well, here goes my first fucking interrogation, I guess. How do we want to do this?
Well, okay, hold up. Out of character, let's settle what's happening here. Are you three going to actually just talk to him, or are we making this an interrogation?
I mean, it's gonna become an interrogation really quick.
It's inevitably going to become one, but I was not going to start it out as one necessarily.
Come in and close the door behind you.
You sure?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm still hiding behind Dana.
Yes, you are still.
Door is opened.
Door's stuck.
Door's stuck!
Do you
May as
close
well
the door
just
with
when it
that?
hits the floor, so yeah.
There you go.
Do you close the door with any amount of force?
No, just as I'm a thief. I'm as quietly as I can close the door. I do it.
So the four of you are standing behind this man.
Yes.
He has yet to notice you. What do you do?
I turned to Twerp. I'm like, did you lock the door?
There's just a.
Did you lock the door? Hey, buddy. You got some mighty neat stuff down there in the cargo hold.
What? What the blazes are all of you doing in here?
Hold on. Let's be smart now. Door behind us is locked. You're outnumbered. So let's think this through. See, I got questions. Just a couple questions.
Can I do something?
Sure.
I'd like to roll an intimidation check.
What
To
are
do
you
what?
doing to intimidate him?
I just want to intimidate him.
Well, how?
No matter what I roll, I'm going to do the same thing, whether it fails or not.
Well, right, but
What are you doing?
I think he's waiting to do the thing, and then the result of it will be like, and then he will roll it, and then you're gonna do it no matter what, right?
I'll wait a little bit.
Okay.
I'll see what happens.
What the fuck?
So you were saying?
What can I say?
I just want answers to a couple questions.
Made you call Heath.
That's all.
How kind of you to sneak into my room in the middle of the night.
I'm watching his hands intently.
And he sets the book down. And all you want is a couple questions.
It's generally how these sorts of things go, yeah.
And what exactly is this sort of thing, Elf? And you, Dana.
Dana's got her hood up.
Oh, so you're like trying to be stealthy?
Yeah.
Trying to hit.
At the very least, trying not to make it obvious who she is.
What do your captain eyes see?
He looks at you like he looks around. He looks around the room.
And I
He
look
does-
at him.
He does note you, Twerp, and he like just kind of like.
How does he note me? I'm like
'Cause
I'm hidden.
Because
Oh,
he
your head
percepted.
Works
I'm
behind
seeing
Dana's
it.
cloak.
All right.
Yeah, I'm like behind a cape.
And Dana's specifically not wearing her church garb.
Okay.
She's got a separate traveler's outfit for when she doesn't want to be recognized.
Like he looks at you, Deja. He looks at Emerald. Like, and he's very nonplussed. And he looks at Dana, and then he like squints and says, "You've had it in your eyes, but I recognize your face. At the very least, I recognize your chin. I thought you were better than that, Dana."
Just a few questions, Captain.
fine then.
As long as we're all amongst dishonest folk, right?
Closes the book, sets it to his left, and sets his hands on the table.
That's a smart move. I would like you to reach for one thing. I want the cargo manifest.
That would be on the globe. That would be on the desk with the globe.
I reach for it.
Alright. Do you turn?
Deja's eyes remain on the captain.
As do mine
I
from
walk-
behind my hiding place.
In the appropriate direction.
Okay. You
Sightsee.
find the piece of paper that you're looking for, and it's got and as described, it has to Riptide 5 bushels of apples, 10 barrels full of 50.
No mention of Prometheum.
No mention of Prometheum.
So this is a lie.
So that was a fucking lie.
You've been poking around in my ship, then, have
Rest in
you?
peace, Sharon.
I mean, I never claimed I was an honest sort, no. But yes,
You didn't make much of an effort to hide it. All the crates were empty.
though I will give you props for your lack of conspicuousness, but unfortunately, Prometheum stinks. And when you store it in wooden barrels, it really does make the place reek.
Barrel for metal.
Well,
Drum.
Yeah, they were drums.
You were drunk and you thought they were metal. Or the wood. It fucking felt like wood.
Listen, they're smelly.
and either way, they stink. See, but here's the best part, though. I wouldn't have figured any of that out. I was just down there for drinks, but then they came down, and told me what it was. And
And under the bus she goes.
I mean, it's not really.
We're all in this together. It's-
We're in this
yeah.
together now. We're
We're-
mutinying a ship.
Yeah, we're all tying this noose at the same time.
now that stuff's worth a lot of money. Which I guess is why you didn't care too much about who you brought on with you. As long as they didn't look like they were too surly and had too, eyes that would pry too hard. Unfortunately, you failed at that.
He's doing this, in character, by the way.
So that's where the 4 of us come in. The stowaway and us 3.
I'm sorry, stowaway.
Hands where I can keep them, fuck.
A voice from behind a fucking cloak.
If my ears do not deceive me, that is a snivelly little goblin.
Are there rafters in this room?
No.
Fuck. Yeah, I just reveal my presence. Daggers drawn, and some of my own blood staining my teeth from when I ate the glass bottle.
She's
Still.
she's a sort.
I'm gonna be the death of you if you don't start talking about the barrels full of boom juice down there.
You come to me to lecture
Insert
me about
words,
my
respect.
business.
It's not a lecture, it's a question. Why do you have it? And who gave it to you?
Because it's my, and that is my business.
That is a shame, because right now it is all of ours business, you
Not
see.
to mention it's Blackfire's business.
Right. This is potentially illegally acquired. How scandalous.
Pretty sure one of the largest forces in the world would be, a little pissed off if they found out some of their Prometheum went missing.
And don't think I'm taking you on your word on anything else. I know you know where Leia is.
Who the fuck is that?
Okay.
You're not fooling me.
That's a little weird, but I mean,
Calm down.
Look at me.
Hold on.
Look into my eyes.
What do you think I see? An honest man?
I thought better. Hang on. Let me center myself.
White bread.
I thought you were at least smart enough to know that when someone's lying to you.
I don't know what to believe anymore. You're holding stolen Prometheum.
Blackfire.
From a family I used to work for.
Oh, so you're one of them high and mighty types. See, and here I thought you were just some, I don't know, wayward vagabond or mercenary chasing some payday.
Hands.
You care. Sorry to say, haven't seen your runt. But now, yes, you've caught me. Me and my friends are here, hauling Promethium. And for your information, though I doubt any of you will believe me, I didn't steal this stuff. I'm
just moving
just
it.
the middleman.
Ah, to who?
You know, and he turns around, and he's going to pour himself a drink.
We can still see his hands.
And he turns.
I don't trust that drink.
I'd like a glass of that.
You've already drank enough of my
I wasn't
whiskey.
asking.
Toss it over, bub. Nice and easy.
Bastard. And he takes it, and he takes the bottle in his hand, and he looks like he's about to throw it, thinks better of it, and offers it to you.
Excellent choice.
Thank you.
It is 90-year-old whiskey. It's
That's a
his
little
private
better.
stuff.
She upends it for a second there. It all tastes like piss anyway.
And then could I trouble you for giving it back?
She takes the bottle and does drink it, but visibly puts her tongue down the neck of the bottle and then hands it back. Yeah, no problem. So who are you selling this stuff to?
I've been around plenty of rats there, buddy. You smell a lot like one.
You do. I don't know what Promethium smells like without being told, but I sure do know what shit smells like.
Good one.
Listen, I've been in this game a long time.
How old are you?
I've been in this for a good 30 years.
Okay, so really that's no time at all, and I'd like you to get to the part where you tell me who it is that you're sending this to, because I really don't care about your life story. Your whole life story fits into literally less than a quarter of the entire time I've been alive, and I've easily been sailing nearly as long as you, so cut to the chase, buddy.
How about this? I'm going to ask you a question. You know,
Knives are impatient.
this.
I am 2 seconds away from letting this goblin eat your life.
This isn't the first time I've been. This isn't the first time I've been caught. So how's about this? How's about I let you into the inner circle? I'll give you a cut of what I get. I give you a cut of what I get when I turn this stuff over to my employers.
What are you getting paid?
I'm getting paid 300 gold a barrel.
For 8 barrels, huh?
7.
7. 2,100 gold, and then what is my percentage of this?
You know, I recognize the kind of delicate situation I'm in, so 60.
That's not a bad cut. It's not a bad deal. I'm gonna roll Bardic Lore to see how much Promethium is actually worth.
That would be that could probably go Sailor if it's
How
higher.
about I roll some underworld lore?
I mean,
Any
we
of
You
can-
these
both
work.
can do this.
I got shit.
Black market deals.
24.
Promethium's worth a lot more than he's letting on.
I got a 12, so probably
Well,
not as good as that.
At
but
least
I've got some idea what it's worth on the black market.
A little bit, but
it would be
Not what I've dealt with.
Not 300 a barrel, that's a shit share.
it would be a good cut if what you were smuggling was the shitty whiskey you keep down in the hold, and it isn't.
you really are smart.
That's to say nothing of the refiner that's down there.
Yeah, you've got some really interesting shit down there, buddy. And it
Take it.
doesn't belong to you.
I take it you're not shipping to Blackfire.
Do I look like a fool?
Yeah.
You do now.
Blackfire ships get attacked all the time. My ship, never.
Not yet. I mean, we're still here.
Okay, look. Obviously you're smart, and I can't bullshit you like I have at least one or two of the people who've caught on to my gig. So how about I sweeten the pot a little?
How about a lot?
What I really get paid is 3,500 per barrel. I will give the lot of you 200 a head per barrel.
Now that's not a terrible cut indeed. 200 head per barrel puts each of us at, what, 1,400 gold?
Just about.
Math checks.
So that's a good deal. But I have a question. Why? See, we could take this whole ship, right? Throw you overboard, tie you up. You know, Marty.
Because
How many crew members are here? Like actual crew members?
there's the captain, his 3 friends, the 4 of you, and then 5 other dudes.
So the captain and his 3 friends. Was the dude on the deck one of his 3 friends?
No.
He was one of the 5 other dudes.
Some schmuck.
Okay.
So now it's the captain, his 3 friends, and 4 other dudes that we could potentially be having to deal with.
Because you still need me around, because I know where to go.
Yeah, you know where to go if we wanted to sell this criminally, but I mean, we could return it.
And turn him in for a little bit more than he's given us.
I mean, even if we don't make the same amount of money, we did the right thing. We're also in the good graces of one of the largest providers of promethium in the world.
I like gold.
What's to say, and who's to say, the Carsanes and their wonderful Blackfire company, oh so well known for their absolute bloodthirstiness in protecting their product, would just buy your story.
He's got a point.
You got anything? I got nothing.
She's got murder in her eyes.
I have an inside route with them.
Ooh. You just got a whole lot more useless there, buddy.
That girl you're chasing, she's not yours, is she?
No.
You sure they'd be so happy to see you?
Easy now.
If I come back with Promethium and her, they will.
I haven't seen any little girls on the ship. Just saying.
Doesn't mean I won't find her.
Well,
But here's another way to look at this, right? I mean, I'm poor, but I do know how to navigate, and I know how to fly. I don't like you. And you've got expensive cargo that I could find a way to offload somehow. I mean, we could just get rid of you and your friends.
Dead.
Take the ship.
Wait.
Like, I'm reasonably competent.
so that's it then? What? You killed me, take all of my things?
I'd like to say I've done worse.
No, I've done much worse.
I definitely feel like this would be my lowest point. Well, low being relatively speaking, morally speaking, but not, like, enjoyment.
You gotta lower your standards.
No, I don't.
Well then.
Hey, wait, hold on. Aren't you a priest? You know what? Never mind. If you're cool, we're cool.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
What is your say in this, oh glowy one?
Look at you. God-spawn. This is really what your church does.
He's snarky, fry him with some divine lightning or some shit.
The Church of Karun would not look kindly upon me being any way associated with your operation. They found that I was aboard the ship of a dirty smuggler. You would be found. We
I
can
see.
keep this quiet.
Man, no one's on your side, are they?
He leans back.
Hands.
I want to roll a perception check to see something.
Oh?
Is that symbol on anything in this room?
Roll your perception check.
19.
Fuck.
Wait, what
Shit.
symbol?
A symbol she messaged me about.
Okay. I was about to say, like, I'm fucking lost.
Yeah. Make sure you
Well.
don't miss some.
I am so very sorry to hear you say that. And about 3 seconds after he does, the door is kicked open.
Well,
Bum 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 bum. A
wasn't,
fucking blue dragon.
wasn't locked very well.
shitty lock.
I probably shouldn't have taken the padlock. Oops.
How the hell did he alert the crew?
You're not a very bright man, Chief.
Hang on just a second. And the door kicks open, and I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Oh fuck, where's initiative bonus on here?
But I'd like,
Oh, it's your perception, that's right.
and these guys get a surprise round.
I am so bummed that we're rolling initiative and there's no time.
There is no time. But a 17 ain't bad. I'll take that.
It's, plus perception, you said?
We have 4 rerolls, Amy.
I'd like to ask something for the DM's discretion.
Sure.
So I have a thing. I have a class feature
19.
that applies to perception, and it's if while rolling perception I roll a deception or stealth, then anyone who hasn't acted yet is flat-footed to me.
Uh-huh.
Can I roll that in this situation?
No, because these guys got a surprise round on you.
Fair enough. 16.
Also, I wouldn't worry so much about, like, the question isn't how did he alert the rest of the crew, it's, like, did Kara hear you or not? Which he did when he rolled a 20.
Ooh. Ooh.
Was it my laughing?
Shit.
It wasn't your laughing. It was when you were talking outside the door.
Being outside the door.
Like, out here. Outside the store.
When we were planning on how we were going to go in, and I was picking the lock.
I'm fine with this.
I mean, I'm down for a scuffle too, but
Yeah.
I'm taking this fucker's head.
can I have his hands?
Twerp! Out of the way!
Fuck. So yeah, these guys break open the door and Twerp. What is your AC?
My AC is 17.
Okay, so this guy is holding a saber and he swings it at you.
Okay.
Your AC is 17, you said?
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be hit.
Okay, I have a reaction, right?
You can roll 1 reaction per round, but not when you're surprised.
Yeah.
Fair. Alright. How much is he hit for?
You take 2 damage. And the guys immediately behind him are both holding pistols.
Fuck!
One shot goes at Dana, who is standing in the middle, and the other shot goes at you, Emerald.
Let's hope they're not good shots.
I
Do
will-
it hit me?
I will roll at Dana first.
Does it do the thing? Does it gun?
Does gun.
Does gun.
What is your AC?
If I'm flat-footed, I believe it is 13.
Oh, he hits you.
What does flat-footed do?
Removes your dex bonus to AC.
Well,
Good thing I don't have a deck, so we don't.
neither do I.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. I think it still would have hit me though.
You take 4 damage. As the shot as the shot wings your arm. Dana? What is your AC?
Also a 13.
It's alright, guys. Flat-footed, I would have been at a 14, so we all got hit.
You take 6 damage.
My flat-footed and regular ACs are the same at a 15.
All right. So, kick his ass, twerp. His legs are yours.
I'm going to hold my action to go after Twerp.
Okay.
I would like to go after Twerp in initiative.
So, hang on just a second. 18.
I get 3 actions in a turn, yeah?
Yep, you get 3 actions.
Neato.
Attacking once is at your full bonus. Attacking twice is at a -5, I believe.
Is it okay? So is the negative only if I attack with the same weapon, or is it
No,
successive
it's
attacks? Okay,
it's
gotcha.
called the multiple attack penalty. If you take any action with the attack tag, which includes like combat maneuvers and stuff, you would take the penalty.
But
Gotcha.
since you're 2 weapon fighting, you swing with both weapons in 1 action, I think.
Yes, you would swing. You would swing once, roll your d20, and then you would swing again, rolling your d20 -5. But you would have only spent 1 action to swing twice.
Fucking neato.
Is it still
I've got all 3.
-5 for the offhand if they're light weapons and they have the
Yes.
okay.
Alright, so
You
I've got
can
all
t-
3 of my actions planned then.
You can take feats that reduce it. Rangers get some 2-weapon fighting feats that reduce it down to I think -3 and -6.
That's a shame I lost my fucking Knife Master stuff.
Yeah.
That's okay though.
But it never gets any worse than 10. Like your multiple attack penalty, it goes -5, -10, and then every attack after that is -10.
So whose
What was
turn
our
is it?
initiative order?
I got a
you're
16.
holding. You're holding
My
your
phone-
turn.
my phone
until after
died, so-
theirs.
I got a 20.
You're
Okay.
holding your turn though.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did you get?
I got a 17.
Okay, so that would be you.
18.
You,
It'd be you, then me. So I'm last.
but you're at the top of the round. You're just holding your action.
Yes.
Well, guys, ready to wrap this combat up in 7 minutes?
I feel like if one spell works, it might.
I suggest the men behind us first.
Well, you're the only one who can attack any of them currently.
Just get him, Twerp! Just get him!
We would have to press our way through the door or allow them in somehow.
What I need Twerp to do is attack the captain.
That is what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah, if you do that, I'll step into the doorway because I have reliably the highest AC.
I need to be in the doorway.
Oh, well then fuck.
Yeah, I planned on using one of my actions to leap towards the captain.
If you let me get in the doorway, I can smack these fuckers and maybe end this combat rightfully.
What's your plan? Oh, I see.
I've got 3 attacks I can make.
In that instance, it might actually be better for me to go for the captain.
I'll have more later.
I've
Yeah.
got 2 daggers and a bite, all that deal 1d4.
You can 2-weapon fight and do 2 attacks, or you can bite and do 1, but each of those is 1 action each.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just
So
letting.
1 action is movement,
yeah, I
1
guess
action is my daggers, and 1 action is my bite.
That's true.
So I've got 2 attacks to make this turn.
So I need everyone's initiative rolls, please.
16.
20 for Emerald.
And 16 for twerp.
Let's go in order. 20 for Amy, 18 for me.
Oh yeah.
What is your
no,
dex-
What is your dexterity modifier?
0.
You don't add dex to initiative.
It's your perception.
Oh.
What's your wisdom modifier?
Wiz mod is 1.
Well, you would still. What is your perception?
My perception. Where did that go? There it is. 4.
So it's whatever you rolled plus 4.
But if
Yeah.
they have the same, then what happens?
If they have the same perception bonus?
Yeah.
If 2 things have the same perception bonus, I assume then you would move into whichever one has the higher training, and then whoever has the higher stat bonus.
Okay.
I'm last in the order.
You rolled an 18, you said?
We all
18
rolled
total.
pretty reasonably well, though, so.
Yeah.
And what did Deja roll?
17.
17.
16, 17, 18, 20.
Yeah, way to go.
You
skip-
could move out here into either of these 2 squares unless they can't move out the doorway. I was saying Deja can move into either of these 2 squares unless the doorway cannot be moved out of.
No. I mean, she would be able to, technically, I guess. I don't
Like,
know.
mechanically it's possible, but I'm asking...
In the circumstance, no, because
Right.
the door's
Yeah,
blocked.
I'd say no.
It's alright, I have a little surprisey wisey for the captain.
Okay, so the person who goes first is Tavin.
Bobby.
Rather, Terran, sorry.
Bobby.
So what he does is that, seeing his friends bust open the door, like he quickly reaches behind him, and attached to the underside of the table is a pistol that he pulls.
fucker!
Like I said, isn't his first rodeo. And he aims at Emerald.
Bite his fucking fingers off!
What's the pistol made of?
Wood and metal.
What's he holding? Is
Oh.
it a wood grip?
All wood?
Yes.
Wood and metal.
Has he got any metal on him?
Thanks.
No jewelry, no
But
buttons,
if the
nothing.
wood grip is attached to the metal gun,
Quick question. How do crits work?
you have to roll 10 above the AC.
Oh, okay. What's your AC?
15.
Did you get a 25?
Doesn't conduct electricity too well. Wood doesn't.
Oh, I thought you were going to use heat metal.
No. Shocking grasp, they take a penalty and extra damage if they have metal on them.
I'm
Well,
just gonna bite
alright.
the fucker.
And it's 2 dice.
I believe you double the damage dice.
Okay.
I guess I can find out. I didn't expect to be crit immediately.
You said you're holding your action?
Be critical.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm doing the first thing of our party then.
Yes.
Good.
I cast Zone of Truth.
I cast Zone of Diet.
I will be able to eventually.
Zone of Fuck You.
I cast Wonder Woman.
I cast Cone of Fuck.
Bards be like.
Deep fried bitch.
You hear that, bitch? You're white bread.
want to let you know. Oh, I'll show this fucker
Oh,
white
yeah,
bread.
you're way out of it.
Everything's gonna be fine.
You know, from TV.
I'll show this fucking guy what
The
white bread
late
looks
Merle
like.
High
There you go.
Church rolled a 5. The late Merle High Church rolled a 5. My favorite thing Clint has ever said. Sing like a
Archibald
girl. Shut up, you
Jones.
guys. I like to use my vehicle proficiency.
Ugh. I don't want to go to work tonight.
Me fucking neither, bro.
Working.
Yeah. I had a
I
current.
mean, you can...
Let's just work on the assumption that I roll twice.
I'm pretty sure you do. I'm
Okay.
just...
If I had occurrences, I'd
So-
run one.
You take 9 damage.
Jesus.
Well, you just got hit in, like, what, the shoulder with a...
I
With a
have 1
musket ball?
health.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tattoo goes, oh.
What was
Yeah.
that you were joking about TKOing the party in the first combat?
I've done it before.
Your offerings to the DM meant nothing, Amy. Your life is forfeit.
Suffer.
So
Why are we here?
Yeah.
Just to suffer.
he shoots you in the chest. Like,
Through the bottle. He has the whiskey bottle in one hand, he takes a drink, and then fucking...
he's not gonna waste his whiskey like that. Come on.
He finished it. That's why.
Anyway, yes. So
Cease.
he shoots you in this chest, and
What
this
if- what
bullet
if food-
tears through right about here,
I hit him right between the ribs.
and it hurts. It hurts a lot.
Big hurty, I'd assume so.
Emerald, you are holding your action.
Until twerk goes.
Is this still true?
I'm waiting until after Twerp, yes.
Okay. Dana, you're on.
I promise I'll
Yeah,
act
give
quickly.
me just a second here.
You had a second, you fuck.
Alright,
Your
we're
life
gonna
is
take
forfeit.
these
Well,
off
that
first.
was before she took 9 damage.
You had a number of seconds after that.
And I
For
used them,
purification.
and I used them to look up what I'm going to do next. Can you confirm if this looks like it's the PF21?
I have no idea, dude.
Let me see.
This is why I suggested putting it on cards.
He didn't have time to, remember? We left.
It literally will not load on my phone.
Yeah, this is the P2 wiki.
Okay, thank you.
You can tell by the heightened spell
I've
at the
tried
bottom.
the wiki
Okay,
of
that's what I
Linthus
thought. I just
several
wanted to be
times.
certain.
I can't find shit on it.
You can't open a PDF either on your computer?
I mean, I tried it on my computer and it was laid out the same as it was on my phone. I assumed it was the same thing. It took me to the same link.
No, like, you can't put the book on your computer? I sent a PDF of the rule book.
Oh, also with the
Well,
rest
I
of
haven't tried that on my computer yet. I tried the wiki you linked.
with the rest of his turn, he goes here, and I forgot we're playing Pathfinder 2. You can take another shot.
Yes,
he's
you
going
can.
to. He's going to take this one at you, Deja.
Oh
That's
boy.
at what, a -5?
What?
Yeah, it's -5 for consecutive
God
attacks.
damn. What's your AC?
15.
13.
Okay.
Oh, Deja, not Dana, my bad.
Well,
That
Hang
is
on.
gonna get annoying.
you take 1 damage.
What about
Oh,
your
no.
legs?
Yeah.
Those.
Like he shoots again, and it just whizzes past your shoulder. Like
It just fucking bounces off the pad of the arm.
yeah,
Can
it
we
bounces
please
off.
just say it hits right here and then falls?
She's not in heavy enough armor yet. Yet.
It bounces off your it bounces off one of your plates.
Your pauldron.
The pain from it isn't the bullet hitting her. It's from the way her shoulder goes back when it does.
Yes.
It doesn't. It's just.
Fucking sprained.
I want to note for descriptive purposes. You know how the leather armor in Skyrim looks like kind of bulky and like a little more than leather? That's the type of leather armor Deja has. Like it's functionally light armor. It just looks like stocky.
Twerp's just rocking like a padded duster.
Fuck, this doesn't say how many actions it is.
It's got some okay like straps and stuff under it to make it a little more
Could you
resilient.
do me a quick favor, Amy, and just double check how many actions the spell heal is?
Does it not list it?
I forgot to write it down.
It should probably be 2.
Alright, because it doesn't say on that.
Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, the number of actions you spend when you cast it determines its target's range, area, and other parameters.
Oh! Okay, so somatic casting would be 1, somatic verbal would be 2, and then somatic material verbal would be 3. I get it.
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful, cool. I will spend 1 action to use the somatic casting to heal the fuck out of Deja, Emerald.
You know, the one that has a different name.
Yeah.
The one of us that doesn't start with day.
Yeah.
Ah, shit!
And that'll be.
This is still wet.
Quit. Dryant. Whomst spilled my
That
dryness.
is a D8 plus my spellcasting ability, which that's based on charisma, so 4, right?
Yes.
You get 10 health back.
You're back to almost full.
Spallone!
Hey, Spallone!
Spallone!
Oh wow, it's useful to have a healer around. Imagine that.
Who could have figured?
Life is scary outside the cage.
Uh,
Twerp
you're
right
gonna
now,
be
life
casting
is
a
scary
spell,
outside
right,
the
Emerald?
box.
You're gonna be casting a spell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Deja, you're making an attack?
Oh, I'm also going to be casting a spell.
Okay, but
But
you
it's
are
a- it's
making
a-
an attack.
Yes.
And you're making an attack?
Oh, I'm gonna bite this fucker.
That would be an attack.
You did it.
I will use the remaining 2 to cast guidance on both Deja and Twerp.
Ooh.
What does it do again?
Guidance.
You get a +1 on to any attack roll, perception roll, saving throw, or skill check.
What is
Sick.
Success or fail, you're immune to it for another hour.
What does it look like when Dana casts magic?
So the door gets kicked open and several shots ring out. She gets clipped on the arm. Just ah! The Lord of Light has turned his eye. You face me now.
Nice.
Some fucking Kia high
So like
beams.
the sunlight magic in Skyrim,
It's like that.
that.
Nice.
Sunbros for life.
Okay. Is that all of your turn?
That's all 3 of my actions. Yeah.
I've made a mistake. Here it is.
All right. Deja,
Fuck 'em up, big stuff.
what is your perception modifier?
4.
You go first.
Very good. I'm moving here,
Okay.
and I'm making a spell attack roll at Mr. Captain. Does a 23 hit him? Does a 23 crit him is what I'm more interested in.
It's not.
Damn it.
So he's got higher than a 13 AC.
Yes.
May I take your hands?
Me, I take your hands, sir.
May I
So-
shoot your chest?
Deja, after the single bullet, like, just bounces off of her armor, rushes him, hasn't even drawn her sword yet, but says, I'll show you what happens when you cross the Carsanes. And she shocking grasps him.
Okay.
So
By the
she
neck?
just like she like grabs him by like it's like the side of the neck, like right here, and like you see bolts just shoot down her arm, and shock this man's, and you take 16 damage. Or no, that was 19. Sorry.
Is he dead?
Wow.
Is he dead?
That was a good roll, Ty.
Is he super
He
dead?
took 19 damage.
Is he dead?
Is he
Did
dead?
you electrocute
Did I just
this
fry
man's-
him?
Did you kill him before I could bite him?
Pathfinder 2E is very lethal, it would seem.
Oh, I showed him what happens when he crosses the Carsanes.
Captain's dead. Job's done.
Really? That does 2d12 damage at first
Two-
level?
2d12, and when you heighten it,
Oh,
it does
yeah.
an additional d12 per heightened level.
That was the one that was like, it's Witch Bolt.
Wait, how are you heightening it?
I didn't heighten it, it just does 2d12. It does an additional d12 the more times you heighten it.
Shid.
So how do you kill
Captain
Tevin?
Shid.
Tattoo, if I may
He
demonstrate.
just explained. He grabs him by the
By the
neck
torrent.
and fries him.
If I may demonstrate on you,
Feel free.
she has like stormed across the room and she says like, I'll show you what happens when you cross the Carsanes. She grabs him like this, and you see bolts just shooting down her arm, and he like just does the like I'm being electrocuted shake, and then like he falls to his knees, and she's like still got him by the neck, and then she shoves him backward and draws her sword.
I was gonna eat that.
Well, I fried it for you.
Nice comeback. All right. Dagger's ready. Very excited now for this fight.
You will have many things to kill. Please just step 5 feet out of the way.
Shit!
And there it is. I'll show you fucking white bread, bitch.
Yeah. You just, Kara just says, shit!
My turn.
Yep.
I jump out of the way.
Actually, wait, no, it's not your turn. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, it's someone else's turn. Yes.
Yeah, it's,
Please don't stab me again.
it's the lad's turn.
Please don't shank me.
So,
I'm little.
Kara is going to go in twice with his scimitar at you.
You said saber.
Saber, yeah.
This fucking man
Sweep
just watched the captain go bye-bye.
Am I still flat-footed?
No,
This-
you are not.
Okay.
This man entered the electric
Then I've
chair.
got a 17.
He still hits you, but he does not crit you.
How much damage?
This is an excellent soundbite
6.
I could play for you from a particular comedy special where a guy's telling a story
Man.
about like when his dad
7.
was electrocuted. And he fucking...
He's gonna swing again.
Fucker.
He misses that time.
Good.
Hey.
disposed of.
Okay. So then, like, he swings at you and he gets you with a deep cut
Yeah,
on,
of course he does.
like on your arm,
He already shanked me once.
Little bastard.
and then
Little bitch.
he goes in to swing it, like he goes in to swing for your head, but you
He
duck
aims
into the
too
blade.
high.
he aims for where the hat is, and you duck, and he's like, oh shit,
Hat.
she's not that tall.
All right.
Shid.
So then, this guy is going to shoot at Deja twice.
Of course.
I would hope so. She just electric chaired his boss.
Fuck.
Her AC is 16 now, by the way. Cause she. Oh no, it's not. True Strike is the Bloodline spell, not Shocking Grasp. My bad.
It still hits you.
Okay. Yeah, it's 15. It's not 16.
You take 6 damage.
Okay.
Ouch.
You can move your body freely. You are no longer tied down.
We're no longer tied down.
You can move your body freely.
Okay.
You can shoot your body freely.
That burp felt like there should have been more to it.
I am disappointed.
That's rough.
I hate it.
Ty,
Hmm.
you take 11 damage.
Deja's dead.
She's out, you mean?
No, I don't think so.
What are you at?
-2.
Oh, you're fine.
My con bonus is only 1.
Your con score is what we go by, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
don't think that's how it works anymore either.
Oh.
Let's see.
Well, she did one cool thing.
Yeah, she killed the captain.
hit points and dying. Creatures cannot be reduced to fewer than 0 hit points. When most creatures reach 0 hit points, they die and are removed from play unless the attack was non-lethal, in which case they are instead knocked out for a significant amount of time, usually 1 minute or more. When undead and construct creatures reach 0 hit points, they are destroyed. Player characters and their companions and other significant characters and creatures do not automatically die when they reach 0 hit points. They are instead knocked out and at risk of death. At the GM's discretion, villains, powerful monsters, special...
I see it. So, Deja, right now, right now you are not dead. However, you have taken the dying condition. You are at dying 2. If you reach dying 4, you die.
You know. You
Is
die.
it just 4 always?
It's always 4.
Okay.
Where does it say that?
Each round, you must make a saving throw to stabilize. Save DC is based off of the,
Oh, yep, right here.
Yep.
If dying value ever reaches 4, you die.
Okay.
If you can't do it, I gotcha.
What do you roll?
I'm finding that out now.
20.
We're all learning here.
Yep, I don't
I
know.
learned that I need to stop being a shit and do my fucking
When you're dying at the
research.
start of each of your turns, you must attempt a flat check with a DC
I
of
learned not to fuck with the dude
DC
who's 5 feet
10
from me with a
plus
saber.
your current dying value. So it's literally just you roll a d20.
10
I
plus
see.
your dying your dying value.
Yes.
So it's harder to die as you're close to it. Huh.
No, the DC, yes. The
Oh, the
closer you
DC.
get to dying, the harder it is to live. Yes, generally speaking.
All right.
Currently, your DC is 12.
Yes.
Maximum it can be is 13, because when you hit 4, you're dead.
And the success does not automatically get you back up, by the way. Critical failure increases your dying value by 2. A failure increases your dying value by 1. Success reduces it by 1, and a critical success reduces it by 2. So,
Oh, fuck.
in theory, it would technically be possible if you rolled a 3 or worse to just insta-die.
Yeah.
Hey, Lampface, you want to do something about that?
So yeah,
Like
what
3 or worse.
I haven't described what happens yet. So what happens is this guy has his gun. He fires and one shot goes through your shoulder,
Headshot.
and then he drops his pistol and pulls another one off his brace.
Humiliation.
And this time he shoots you and he wings you in the neck, and you start bleeding a lot, and you just feel yourself fall to the side.
Purification.
Well, if you can't get up, I know what I'm doing.
I would be making that check after you.
Do you still want to be in the
I
doorway?
got you then. Don't worry about it.
No, she wanted you out of the doorway.
Do you still need to be in the doorway is what I'm asking?
There's one more.
Okay, so just a note about crits. You roll damage twice. You do not add modifiers twice.
Okay. These are ranged weapons, so they weren't adding modifiers anyway. They just rolled high.
Right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I rolled high too.
Yeah. God, Pathfinder 2e combat's lethal.
Chunky.
Fast.
So Emerald needs to be in the doorway, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Just
So-
wanted to make sure.
One more lad gets to go though. He's gonna shoot at Twerp. He's gonna miss the first strike. He's also gonna miss the second strike.
Yeah, eat shit.
He's
Hard to
gonna
hit
shoot.
a small
I'm
angry target.
unkillable!
Making
Actually,
multiple
wait a minute.
attacks is usually the worst way to go. Setups are very important in 2e. Combat maneuvers are critical.
I need to familiarize myself more with the combat. But yeah, so
We'll work on
he
that as we have combat.
shoots at you twice. He would have actually missed. He would have actually hit you, but the -5 saved you.
I also learned that a natural 1 and a natural 20 increase the degree of success or failure. So if you fail and still rolled a natural 20, you would technically succeed.
Oh, okay.
In any case,
If a natural 20 still fails you, you have bigger problems, though.
Right, that means that you would have critically failed on a roll of a natural 20, which is
so yeah,
oof.
he
Yeah,
he
that.
shoot. It's the same. It's the same thing. He shoots at you with one hand and then pulls another pistol and shoots at you with the other.
You suck. I'll eat that.
Trying.
I'll eat that fucking gun.
Throw you off the side, you miserable little reprobate!
Which one just shot at me? I can't get to him, can I?
No, not yet.
No, but
I'm coming for your toes.
Kara here did swing at you.
Yeah, but I've got a friend that needs to be where I am.
I mean, you can still attack him twice and move.
You're right.
Oh,
Hey,
wait a minute.
Strike. Goodbye.
So I'm gonna go ahead and chomp this fucker in the leg.
Okay.
I've got a bite that deals 1d4 piercing and also has finesse.
Okay. So roll to hit then.
Yike.
What'd you get?
6.
That is not sufficient.
Total?
Not total.
What's the total?
Okay, it's just plus my dex for the bite. Yeah, it's only a 9.
Are you not trained in it?
My bite?
Yeah.
No, it's just something I get. It's a feat.
I'm
To my
surprised to
knowledge.
hear.
You're usually trained in almost every weapon.
Does it count as an
I feel
unarmed
like-
attack?
It does.
Are you trained in unarmed?
It's a question.
You should be.
Yeah, pretty much everyone is.
Oh, you're right, I am.
Yeah, there you go.
So I
Add
am
plus
trained.
to that.
So you would
got,
add.
So I got a plus 6 to that, so it's a 12.
Mhm.
plus 6.
Insufficient still.
Yeah, figured. Alright, well, I get a minus 5 to it, but that follows up with 2 dagger strikes.
It would be a -5 and then a -10.
So that.
Wait, if you make both attacks, then you've used all 3 of your moves.
No,
No,
because
no.
he's still
2
wielding.
weapon fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So minus 5 to this. Yike!
What'd you get?
Okay, so the melee strike is my modifier for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So minus the 5, that's just a 9.
Well, that's insufficient.
Of course it is.
You do have combat maneuvers you can do.
I mean, those would still count as strikes, which.
Would still be incurring penalties.
Right.
Yeah.
I see. All right.
Alright, I mean, it's my last attack. I'm gonna move out of the way anyway.
This is your Hail Mary.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, fuck. Alright, never mind. It's a 6 minus 10, fuck it.
Maybe those dice are not fantastic.
God, the bones are good for skill checks, but not for fighting, apparently. Yeah. So I swing wildly, but my wounds take me, and I just decide to dive out of the way instead.
Where do you go?
That way. Just 5 feet. There you go. Alright. So that's it for me.
5-foot step, which is still an action now, by the way.
Didn't do shit, Captain.
And I'm gonna need some saving throws because I'm casting color spray in a 15-foot cone.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You're blue now! That's my attack.
She yanks the pan flute out of her pocket and begins playing magic music. She plays a distinctly wood elvish tune.
She goes. Distinctly wood elvish tune.
No,
Okay.
that's it. And a spray of color just erupts forth from the ends of the flute.
All right. So this is a wisdom save.
What
It is a
what
will
have you-
save.
I'll save.
What
Right.
does this do? What have you done?
I cast color spray.
Why?
What do you mean why?
What does it do?
You'll see.
Okay.
So
Can I have saving throws?
yes. So what is the DC that I'm trying to beat?
The DC you're trying to beat, I believe, is 17.
Yikes. Okay.
But again, you need.
You need to tell them what they roll so they know how much they
God!
roll.
What did
I
that guy
have the
roll?
power of God and
Uh,
anime on my side.
Rolled a 5.
So his total was 5?
No, his total was 8.
His total was 8. Whose total?
Guy in the middle. That'd be Kara.
Yeah.
Okay. He's
I have a
stunned for
stronger
1
resolve than
round,
you think.
blinded for 1 round, and dazzled for 1 minute.
Oh my
Oh.
God. Okay.
That's good.
That is good. Move out of the way so I
The
can
guy
fight
on
him
the
again.
left rolled the exact same thing.
This guy?
Yep.
Okay, so same with him.
The guy on the right saved.
Saved how? What did he roll?
He rolled an 18 plus 3.
He still has an effect on a success.
18 plus 3?
Yeah. 21.
Yeah, no, he's still dazzled for 1 round.
Okay. Does dazzled the same thing as it was in?
I'll have an answer for you in a minute.
Sure.
Oh man, I should write the conditions on the card. That'd be helpful.
That'd be cool. So, as the spray of color goes out,
These guys are fucked.
You're blue now!
Kara Kara is entirely like his eyes go wide and like he's like slack jawed, and it's the same story for the guy, for this guy here. The other guy like rubs his eyes and then but he's still very like you bastards killed my friend.
It binds!
You came to kill me. I mean, like, you know, it's just kind of...
Fucker stabbed me!
Toutby, please.
Just have the decency to lie down and bleed. And he pulls the next gun.
How many guns do you have?
He's got a brace of 6 like
Every-
a naked pirate.
Everyone is Blackbeard.
Every one beard. Every gun. One more war.
God, you guys suck.
Okay.
Where are conditions?
He who wear gun.
It would be Tavin's turn. He's dead. You were holding your action until Twerp moved, but it's your turn again.
6.
Oh yeah.
Two moves.
It's top of the
Oh
round.
yeah.
Fuck 'em up.
Okay.
Tarin, fucking, hang on.
Which one just pulled out their fresh, swanky new gun?
This guy.
That guy?
Uh-huh.
This guy here?
No,
The
this guy.
guy.
Is he the one who saved?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He is the saved one.
Hold on, let me.
He's the one who did the saving throw.
He's the one who didn't throw the save.
Not the save and throw. He rolled a saving throw.
Alright.
Save it.
I'm gonna cast another
Savant.
spell. That's my last one. But I'm gonna need him to make another will save.
Oh no.
That is another 5.
5
3,
total.
8. Oh my fucking god!
Just critically fail.
So, sickened for 1 round, full damage if target recovers from sickened.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get in the habit of not saying what we roll on die. We gotta start belting out totals.
I need
Yeah.
to roll 2d4.
What are you hitting him with?
I am hitting him with Phantom Pain.
2. You rolled 2d4. Get 2.
So he takes 6 damage, 6 mental damage.
Is that non-lethal, I'm assuming?
Yes, but it stacks with lethal damage for the purposes of making him unconscious.
Has this guy has not been damaged yet, correct?
No one other than the captain has.
Okay.
And
Captain's been damaged.
Damage is a bit of an understatement.
Yeah,
that
the
man
captain,
is
the
dead.
captain got slapped.
That man's brain got turned into guacamole.
On his turn and
That
every
man
turn...
got guacked.
Please let me finish.
Sorry.
On his turn and every turn afterwards until he loses the sickened condition, he takes an additional d4 damage.
Wow. Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay. So, like, what does that look like?
I just start playing music that nobody else can hear, but it's like a dog whistle specifically for him. That's just this splitting pain inside his head.
He's just like ah. God!
Everyone else is like, why are you playing the pan flute and not playing it?
No, don't worry about it.
It's like literally just the highest note possible. There's a small tin one attached to the other bamboo ones. It's just a dog whistle.
Anyways, yes.
Okay, so we all have concealment from anyone who's dazzled, which I think is everyone.
Oh.
But they're blinded for 1 turn. Everyone except for him.
Mm-hmm.
He looks sneak attack.
And these guys are both stunned.
Stunned and blinded.
Yeah, so, you know, fuck them up, I guess.
Alright, so is that all you're doing with your turn? You're just casting the spell, you're not gonna move or
Move.
anything?
You might want to move.
You can move through me.
Right, but we can't stand there to attack that man, and that's the only space we can attack him
Can
from.
they move past them now that he's stunned?
No.
Yes.
I rolled shit.
So I can stay where I am.
You can stay where you are.
And I'm gonna make an attack.
Nice.
Does
Girl
this
with
add a
the
minus
ring
anything?
No,
Nope.
because they haven't attacked again.
Girl with the ring
additionally.
blade.
How did you do?
I love cantrips.
That is 12
Just do
against this guy.
Okay, the
I
stun
can just-
condition really cuts their AC, right?
I believe it does.
Yeah, that's why
I will
side
tell
It's
you.
always cool for
There is
magic
reason for
casters.
me to go look at these cards.
Especially if
They're
you're a
not the
wizard.
same. They're not even remotely the same, Haley.
They're not?
Okay.
No.
Ivy, if you're
Oh.
a wizard, forget it. It's just
You become
Cantrips.
helpless. Or no, you've become senseless. You cannot act while stunned. Stunned usually includes a value which indicates how many total actions you lose. Oh. That means they each lose 1 action per round. That's it, though. That's what stunned does.
Blinded is what's going to cut your AC, because you lose your dex to AC, I'm assuming.
Let's see. Blinded and stunned and dazzled.
Are we wrapping this up soon? We still need to take Declan home.
I know. By 9:30, if the combat isn't over, I'll resolve it.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
You guys didn't end it in time. Sorry, you died.
Sorry,
Change of
there's
lead,
just...
None of that reduces their AC.
Oh.
But all objects are concealed, which means that if they try and attack us, they're basically fucked.
Okay, well... excuse me. So... You swing at him and you miss. This would make it... Dana, your turn.
Dana! Do something. Maybe heal the dying friend.
Friend
So,
is a strong word.
Yeah, friend is a really strong word.
Associate.
Dana presses her palms together and forms a small ball of light, and then pushes that inside of Deja,
You're
kind
going
of
to
like
need to move next to
telekinetically.
me. Is that touch?
No, I don't. No, it's range 30 feet.
Oh, well, never mind then.
I
Clear.
Move it into her telekinetically, and I'm casting Stabilize. You are not dying. You are at 0 HP. You are unconscious.
So it's
Sick.
worth noting, concealed means that they have to roll a DC 5 check every time they want to attack. And it's with no bonus. So it basically gives them a...
Wait, I'm still unconscious?
Yeah, you're unconscious and you're at 0 HP, but you're dying it.
Yeah, you don't have to roll to save yourself anymore. You're just out.
Okay.
You're stable, not up.
Yeah, so you're not dying anymore.
Then I will create another of those small balls and redirect that into... you go next after me. No, Twerp does. Twerp,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm going to try and attack again. I'm also sitting at 7 health out of 15.
I literally used my healing spell.
Good.
Do you only get 1 spell per day?
I have 1 healing.
Oh,
wait, you don't prepare
instantaneous
spells.
Caster, duh.
Forehead?
I have used 2 actions though, and healing can only be a 1 though. Yeah, okay. I'll form a second ball of light, and then that will shoot into Deja as well, and I'm going to heal her with just the somatic.
Okay.
Wait, actually.
If you were going to heal me, there's no point in stabilizing me.
Yeah. Because there's not negative hit points that you have to worry about.
Does healing counteract dying?
Yeah.
Oh.
It works kind of the same as negative health points. The cap is just lower.
So I'd have to heal you past your quote-unquote negative health points, and then
Yes.
into positives.
You would need to out-heal the 2 dying I have, which alone with your charisma mod you can do.
You've
Oh,
already
okay,
stabilized her.
But the
well, I
point is,
won't
if she's
stabilize.
healing, she doesn't need to stabilize. Dana
Yeah,
can
yeah.
just heal me, and then the stabilize doesn't need to be used.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, and I get.
You forgot you were spontaneous, bud.
I did.
Welcome to
forget I was
spontaneous life.
This is nice. This is good.
See why I don't want to play a wizard fucking ever?
It's not that hard.
So yeah, I'm not going to stabilize Deja. I'm instead going to heal Deja.
Okay.
What is
Base.
the range on? All right, that's
Let's get this on the road, because these
touch.
fuckers have work.
I'll have to move close to her.
Bishop is
I'll-
the twerp of this house.
I'll move close. That's 1 action. I'll
Literally.
heal. That's another garbage. Fucker.
He's the only reason we have a capped can.
Hey, this is my favorite Rainbow-Six Siege operator.
It's basically mine. Or at least it's the one I'm best with.
How did it go?
Well, in any case,
Chunk.
There it is. 10.
What happens?
so I'm just gonna let you guys in on a little secret. All these guys have 7 health.
Including the captain?
No, the captain had 18.
Oh.
Wow!
Killed him by 1 point. Got him.
That means he wouldn't technically be dead. He would have been at dying 1, but we didn't know that at the time.
They're
No,
NPCs.
NPCs just.
No.
Oh yeah, NPCs
Enemies
just die.
Unless
Unless
the
otherwise
DM, yeah.
specified.
Shit.
Yeah.
There we go.
So all of these guys have 7 health, and I assume in the flurry of what was going to happen, just to resolve this, you would kill them.
Yes.
I think that is a safe assumption. What I have learned now, though, is that unlike 1E, where those are just kind of a helpful tool, we need condition cards.
With Deja, what seems like might be our primary damage dealer based on what evidence has been given. With Deja up, I feel like there's no reasonable excuse for us not to just wrap that up.
I can also say I can do decent damage, but most of what
Yeah,
I'm
because you got shocking grasp too.
I will say this
I do
also:
not.
the guy
Oh,
here,
shit.
the guy here, right here,
I can.
unless you would all make the action to kill him, he does not die, because the Phantom Pain does non-lethal damage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So
Actually, on his turn, he would immediately be knocked unconscious.
yes.
I was going to kill him.
So you kill all of these men?
Dana will
Not all
actively
of them
stop.
myself, but
I would prefer that we not kill everyone if we don't have to.
how many do I get to kill?
Tell me.
You,
Those who
We're
died
not gonna
got
s-
enough.
I got stabbed!
we're not gonna stop you from killing the ones who are like actively still trying to kill you.
I
but-
killed the one who stabbed me.
Okay.
Fair. I'll take it.
Yeah. So
Great. Now we have this disabled fucker to deal with.
yeah, with the three of you, effectively
Strictly speaking, in terms of confirmed kills.
She was literally in the middle of talking.
Are you okay?
No, fuck it. Continue.
So, like, with all of these men semi-disabled by magic, you lead an effective counterattack against them, and everyone except for the one guy who is affected by Emerald's magic dies.
Good.
I need to put my shit away.
Live it.
You can put them away at the same time.
So, you find yourself in the middle of the night.
Not if I get rid of my phone.
Like, in the middle of the night, the captain, Kara, and one of his friends dead. This man knocked out on the ground. A man in the cargo hold also knocked out. And not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 other men on the deck, all staring at you, looking at you, wondering what's about to happen next.
Does the captain have a hat?
The captain did have a hat. It was on the desk next to him.
I put it on.
The fuck do you want?
I put the hat on.
And this is where we'll stop for the day.
All right. Good first session.
I make a proclamation to the crew.
I'm probably just gonna be buying a Pathfinder 2 rulebook.
Same. To be honest, I want one
Actually, can I
anyway.
just give you an early Christmas present because I have no idea what to buy you? Can I get you a rulebook?
Sure, that works for me.
So, everyone, I'm happy you all enjoyed yourselves, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
All right, let me.